is now currently in our pockets.
We're gonna colonize all of Australia, and then the bits of Australia that are not ours,
Sweden
we're gonna
is
make
looking
ours.
at things.
Sweden is in fact looking at things. They are.
So we need to look at things
owning
harder.
New Guinea. We are building a port down here. And once that's
That
done,
is actually Papua and not Papua New Guinea, you fool. You absolute loon.
You loon.
You're right.
Do you not know your Papuas?
I apparently do not. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that. Make sure to
All
do
of
that
our
in the
Papua viewers are going to fucking riot.
We do have the ability to spend our entire economy on upgrading factories again.
We discovered taxation's cool, so we might as well.
Yeah, so let's empty the bank again.
We figured out how to demand taxes and get them to actually pay them to us.
It was only $1 million.
Oh, wow.
It is scary when I see our infamy score, and it is way higher than what I told was supposed to be the max.
You know, it might just get even
If I remember right, our
higher.
new arbitrary number we assigned was 50. Because at 50,
that
the
is where the goalposts currently are.
Yeah, the 50 was going to be bad enough to where the consciousness would start becoming a real issue.
Yeah, it's already slightly kind of an issue, but it's not anything we can't deal with. We do have a tiny rebellion over here that I am about to get rid of, but we also have this one over here.
Crush.
I'm so tired of like islands breaking off from the Empire.
I don't like it.
And I don't know how to deal with this one.
We can't.
Wish
just
I could
sits
start
there.
cutting
It
up
just sits
bits
there.
of Vladimir.
I know. I want
That's
to destroy
probably going to
them.
form into like Romania or something like that.
Yeah.
It might.
Horrible. We'll have lost land.
More
have
tendrils
lost
of
land.
Alba will be lost to the winds. It happens.
A terrible
But
fate indeed.
it actually hasn't happened this game yet. We've only gained land. So it would be horrible in that way.
There's 2
Alba
regiments
does
of
have a
communist
history.
sympathizers in this one.
Oh yeah, that's always good to know.
yeah.
When you look at all the sickle and hammers in our military.
We'll just disband one of them. Or do we want to send them to the front lines?
Right to the front. Right
Okay.
to the front.
We'll disband the loyalists then.
I want to give all of the communists the job of sweeping the seafloor. It's very dirty and they need to sweep it.
We tell them to take the enemy bunker and we put fucking dynamite in their hand and tell them to get going. I wish we could start having penal battalions.
Oh yes.
We are currently...
I want my men with hammers. Why are the men with hammers always coming for me? I want my own men who have the hammers.
I want a hammer.
Yes, but no sickle.
France is currently in a rebellion. The conservatives are in charge, and there's a liberal revolt. There was another thing that we were looking at.
We were concerned about the Namjoids potentially deciding that we're evil, so we have a huge amount of forces there on that border.
Oh yeah, we were about to invade them.
We were about to invade them.
We were going to do that, and then as we were doing that, I asked the questions like, is there any land that hasn't been colonized? And we discovered Australia was open for the taking.
Yes. So we stepped over there.
Is there any land that Europe hasn't said is theirs right now?
Speaking of which,
feeling
we'll just hit
hungry.
that colonial map mode and see if there's anything highlighted. We've already got these.
I love the European power of colonial map mode.
It's like I want to collect a number of countries in my shopping cart.
It's a superpower only Europeans have.
I think we just have to wait for the shipyards to get made in Australia.
Yeah. They're having a brothers' war, by the way, Vladimir and Turov.
Yeah, that is
so
the whole thing.
they did not understand friendship was their way out, so they are now fighting each
So
other.
they are in a special war called a Brothers' War. In the base game, the typical Brothers' War is between Austria and Prussia, to give you an example of what it's like. But they're basically fighting to see who will be the dominant power in the Russian area.
Okay.
Hey, a safari.
We could be slightly more friendly with Finland.
I don't care about Finland.
Then we will do prestige.
whatever.
We will do prestige. Fuck Finland.
I think. Yeah, it's just a little bit more prestige.
Yeah, fuck Finland. Who gives a shit about them?
Fuck them.
They're nothing.
They're not even Finns anymore. They're whatever this land is.
What? Yeah, they have just kind of moved over into Russia there.
And there's that.
They've just been
army
sliding
team
away
up.
from Sweden over time.
Will we
They're
allow?
about to break off like an iceberg.
Will we allow Turavians into our land?
No, I don't even know why they're asking us. To go to war with
I-
Vladimir,
no,
they 100%
God,
do not
no.
need to travel through our land.
How would that help them? Explain, Turov. Why would that help you?
They'd have to go through somebody in order to get to us anyway. I don't think we actually share a land border.
I have no idea why they would need to ask us to come in our lands. It sounds like a coup.
Also, I hope this does not get absorbed into one solid country in the future. This whole
The
area.
mess that is the East. The mess that is what used to be the Alban East.
It's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's Poles, there's Latvians, there's
what
Ukrainians.
land belongs to who here exactly?
There's Hungary, there's Poland, there's
I was going to say, one of
Latvia.
those shades of red is Poland.
No.
We're not respecting
Another one of
anybody.
those shades
Who
of
gives
red
a
are Hungarian exclaves that
Ugh.
we cut off. Well, that was our doing
Ugh.
because Hungary went to war with us, and we said, let's have this and cut your country into bits as punishment for what they did.
Big game hunting. We're hunting lions. In Sikasso, in eastern Mali.
I couldn't care less about how potentially angry people in eastern Mali are to us.
They're not
hunting
really
is a
Oh
part
yeah,
of the
I remember
circle
we
of
were going to
life.
go to war with the Namjoids, mostly to take over all their colonies in Africa.
Yeah,
Because they were
we
competing
wanted all
with
their
us,
colonies.
and that made us not happy.
I
And
like
also
We needed-
Anatolia.
We needed to wait for our infamy to go down, just so that it's not as bad.
If we do work
And then-
smarter, that would give us more, or take away their consciousness a little bit.
I love
Sure.
taking away consciousness.
I love
That's
turning
fair.
their brains off.
I like fucking spraying chloroform on the population and tell them shush shush shush.
We have
I
we have
hate-
those singing bowls, and when we do it, it just kind of like they feel a weird vibration hitting them, and they just go slack jawed.
Flashpoint tension for what? What was that tension mean? for?
Some
What was that?
territory over here somewhere in the eastern Germany. It was one of those flashpoint things. One of
Like
the-
an
One of those
ethnicity
little
stuff.
flashpoint things.
That does sound really bad when you say it that way.
well, that's what they're called. They
Like verbally
Is that like
sweeping
cultural
something under
tension?
the rug.
kind of. They're gonna start asking people to help them against us.
Oh, they want to break free. I see.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of countries that want to break free.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
The Alban yoke is over a lot of places.
And the Alban yoke is supreme.
Very yellow.
I don't like that
tasty.
we have to share a border with the lake, the Chad Lake in Africa with the Namjoids. I don't like
I
that.
don't either. We can see them across from it.
Yeah.
That's like Victoria up there in that little corner of
The littler one, the smaller one.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's Lake Chad.
General
Mhm.
Lake Chad.
The Jad.
I believe in whatever language is in that general vicinity. I believe the name Chad doesn't just mean lake, so that's Lake.
Yay! I love
That
those.
happens several times around. Sometimes you'll have like street or town city.
Yeah. So, do we want to hit the Namjoids left next, or do we want to hit the Andalusians? I think we want to hit the Andalusians so that we can take what they have in Australia.
That is where we were expanding currently.
They have land in Australia that we can gobble right up, and then we can, in one fell swoop, take them on, make the Aborigines stop happening.
Work classification.
Factory output efficiency!
And we have colonies.
Very soon,
There's colonies. Oh
Very
my God, it's beautiful.
soon.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
our industrial rating will be our highest score soon.
I love it. And we'll do that one.
I want to get Tasmania. I haven't forgotten about you, Tasmania, and New Zealand.
You are there. I see you.
We're building a port. We'll get there. Colonial map mode. Yeah, we've already got those.
I just really do like it that suddenly. I love crackdowns.
Crackdown.
It just
but I-
feels good.
I do love that suddenly Alba's like, we're a colonial power now. We're going to take this.
I know we literally never were before.
And when we said we're a colonial power now, we're like, I will have this continent and this continent.
I see there is room for me, so it is now mine.
We are the definition of give an inch, take a mile.
Mm-hmm. There was like one fucking tribe in like Western Africa that was not aligned to a single European power. And we're like, we will take this and seize the whole continent with it.
Are you guys on? You guys are being weird.
He's walking back to fucking Copenhagen.
Oh, okay. How about you take that off? Get on the boat. We'll be there eventually.
We'll do it eventually. Stop asking me questions.
Go to Liverpool.
Just go
we
somewhere.
We need a permanent military presence in Africa.
We have one.
Because we didn't before.
We need a permanent military
right
presence in Australia.
We have one. It is
Good.
right here.
We probably realistically need 2 armies in Africa simply because of the size. One in the northern bits and one in the southern bits.
We can do that. We
Because
got a
it's
man
a lot
crop
of
anyway.
It's a lot of land to ask one army to cover.
You could say that.
Unless we just have them live in the heart of Africa.
I mean, if we could end up having like a big communist revolt, and then what if there's like a load and load and loads of communists that are like of like native Africans?
How dare they? How
And then-
fucking dare
And
they?
then we have to deal with the logistics of getting our troops over there before they break away and like make some fucking African communist
no.
state or
Speaking
something.
of, you see how we are not anywhere near our cap? A lot of those pops are going to have to come from Africa. We can only recruit 77 more units out of Europe, but that'll only not quite even get us to the 500 mark.
Well, what we could do is, once we've cleaned up a little, actually the best land route would probably be Egypt. We can make Egypt sort of our rallying point, and then we could just ship troops from Egypt into like Greece, and then they're in Alba proper. So you can we could recruit troops in Africa and then just order them to march to like Egypt and stuff like that. I'm saying once we get that whole situation fixed.
So do we want to just go ahead and do the thefting before we do anything else?
I'm trying to think of how long we need to wait before we would want to declare war again, just so we can make sure the consciousness doesn't get out of control.
These are colonial properties, so I think it won't take nearly as much because we just have to do the place in the sun, which is only 10 compared to the 11. But
no, 10's still a lot. I 10 will make it 52, and that's too high. We need to wait. We need to wait like a year.
okay.
We need to just be sated with fucking stealing all the continent that we're stealing for like a year.
Fine.
The Aelpins need to be sated for a year.
They have a hunger in their souls.
They do. And it's like, we'll just take Australia and then be happy for 1 year.
And then you hear grumbling around the palace. Just want
Maybe 1879, maybe 1880, and then we'll do stuff. And I do believe we should do the Andalusians first, just so we can get Andalusians and Aborigines, so that we can secure Australia and get that in our hold.
Random war just started. Wait, who won? Who won the war? Who won the Vladimir War?
I don't know.
Which one is cool and which one is drool?
I think Vladimir
They're both
won.
drool.
Vladimir has been a rising power in the east. Turov is ranked second, I think. Is Turov right next to us?
Turov's military got pounded, though. Ooh. They don't share a border with us, but they are right there, yes. Yeah,
It's
Vladimir, I think, won.
Spooky. In the east, in the rising east, we have Turov, who's in second place, and we have Vladimir, who's in third place.
That is... I don't like that.
I don't
like
either.
that.
That is the primary reason we fucking flatten France, so that they won't fucking squeeze us like a.
And then in a distant fourth, we have Sweden, right atop us.
Sweden keeps having rebellion after rebellion. The only reason Sweden's cool at all is because they have huge colonies.
And then France, they climbed their way back up to the leaderboard.
Fucking French.
Ugh.
I was saying earlier, I like how there's just random rebellions around that seem to have kind of won, but no one's gone home.
If that province that is part of Belgium, right, that rebels have, if that breaks off again, what country do you think that will become?
Well, they're called Inosian nationalists.
They will be Hainaut, which is
I think so.
A fucking...
It's something
like
Dutch. It's
it's like
Dutch
a... Well, you've said something highly offensive. Because they're like Walloons.
Look, all Dutchmen are the same, okay?
They're not Dutch, they're Walloons. They're like Belgians, but not. They'd even get angry if you called them Belgian. They're Walloons.
Well, maybe they should just be united like a proper country like America.
Like the United Provinces?
But Walloon is a silly name.
The Netherlands is what you're saying? The Dutch?
No, they're different. It's different.
But it's... okay.
Woodrow Wilson established that Belgium is an independent country. It was part of his points.
Well...
During the big European debate over who's allowed to be a country.
That was a long time ago, okay? New people are in charge. New people making moves.
Well, whenever you say that Wilson's points don't matter, that's whenever you start getting people making decisions. People who may or may not be German making decisions about the map changing.
Well, we're not German, but we are changing the map.
We are German. I feel...
We liquefied the Germans and consumed them and became one with them.
I think fully 65% of our army is German.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I don't like? I don't like that in the diplomacy there's a time bomb up there. That's concerning.
Yeah, that's because some people asked us for help, and we're not going to give them help. Unless you want to go to the Congo and help those people.
No.
Although I would like it if Andalusia keeps it so that we can steal it from them. Did a new country form in Cantabria? Or is
that's been there.
Oh, it's such a gross
It is ugly. It's very ugly, and I wish we could.
It is an eyesore, but it is a civilized nation, so
we'll deal with it.
Would be 22 conquest fucking
eventually.
Get rid.
Get rid. Do not become conscious ever.
Go to sleep. Those various African countries in North Africa, are any of those backwater stupid?
And go away.
Are any of these countries in North Africa, are any of them stupid?
Are any
like
of them
Algeria
stupid?
or
Can we push any of them over?
Just curious.
Hold on.
There's a lot of
France weighed in to the whole conflict and made the Congo.
Now the Congo exists.
Oh, okay.
And they're partially westernized, so...
We won't be stealing that. That's what I'm saying. We gotta steal from Andalusia before they fucking collapse naturally on their own.
Yeah.
Because this is like the 5th time that's happened. Their silly, stupid empires just falling apart.
They are not unshakable.
Well, what province do we want?
We want a bunch of their colonies.
Oh, that's right. We don't want anything proper.
Prioritizing Australia.
Andalusia is a primitive nation.
They do keep falling back.
So,
Absolutely.
Anything that we take from them is only going to be like 5 infamy.
I know, but we need to wait. I said we needed to wait. I said we needed to wait a year.
I wasn't saying that to say that we should do it now. I was just pointing out the fact. I figured
like we're
sat there, twiddled our thumbs for like 5 minutes. Like, no, all right, I waited.
Like 6% into the time limit I gave, and it's like, okay, we got the drum starts beating.
The scary Alban drum that sounds like a fucking a demon orgy that's just waiting.
Doom.
I imagine it's one of those really, really deep drums that you can hear from miles away.
There was a song in the video game Clive Barker's Jericho.
Good game.
And it was for the Romans. And it is, I swear to God, it's a lost song. Because I've looked up the entire OST of that fucking game, and I can't find it. Do we have some fucking big criminal?
A statewide manhunt has been called in one of our states as police report that a convicted murderer has escaped from a local prison facility.
How bad is this murderer that the Emperor has to weigh in?
50,000 reward. Well, unsettling itself, the news has also brought our nation's prison system to the public spotlight, fueling a national debate on the issues of crime and punishment.
What about it?
Liberals argue that the escape merely serves as further indictment of the dilapidated and tragic state of our nation's prison system.
You mean the dungeons?
Point to the natural constraints on the national budget and argue that we should not spend the better part of our money on what's arguably the worst part of our citizenry.
This is one of those issues that I wish I could be like, no, and don't make
I
a
know,
choice on.
but we can't.
Because this is like adding militancy to a lot of people.
So who do we persecute?
Communists exist. I'm scared to shake down the lower classes.
I'm so frightened. I'm so frightened. They
if
have
we
ideas
start
in their
fucking
heads
hitting
now.
them with hammers, they're gonna hit us with hammers. It's sickle.
There's so many of them.
But if we hit the rich people, they gain 2 militancy instead of 1.
Oh,
they get even more fucking angry.
how angry are both of them at the moment?
How do rich people and
How do they feel about us?
What are the 2 classes of rich people and not rich people feel about us in the world?
They mostly want public meetings, so they probably hate
They're
us.
not gonna get it. Okay, I don't care.
What's their militancy?
Their militancy,
Because that's what's going up, isn't it?
Seems to
depending
be
on
10.
who you are.
The worst seems to be 10. How bad?
How bad is a 10?
It
seems
10
like
is as
it's
high as it
maxing out
goes.
there.
Okay, so there's a significant amount
Right.
of rich people who want us to die immediately.
This is the size sorted by number, so it does just seem like a lot of them hate us.
A lot of people hate us. What about poor people?
Okay.
How do poor
How do
people
they
feel?
feel?
The poor,
I recently said lower their taxes by a modicum. Do they love us?
Poor would be these guys.
Do they love us?
The poor
Seems like a decent amount of
mostly
poor
seem
people
to
might
love
love
us,
us.
but a lot of them
Oh.
are unemployed.
Okay.
All those times we gave them fish.
It's paying out. It's paying out dividends.
Oh wait, hold
A
on.
lot of poor people
That
love
was
the emperor.
Opposite way.
Oh, god damn it.
But
Oh yeah, there's some French
depending on
people that
where
hate
you
our guts,
are,
but
like
you know.
in
Yeah.
in
That's still not-
Deloria
it's not
itself,
as
they
bad.
really don't like us. Actually,
Okay, well I don't like that at all.
That sounds
I
concerning.
super don't like that.
That's how that big USSR business happens.
their needs are not fulfilled.
Can we fix that? Can we fulfill their needs?
They are peasants.
They need beer.
There's like I know, but can we stop them?
Well,
the needs that they need is like
make
fucking clothing and beer and shit.
They
like
make
that.
like 18 cents a day, and they're currently spending all of it on their like actual life needs, the things they need to live. So I guess the best way to help them
increase
would
their
to
needs would be to lower their taxes
Yeah.
or
yeah.
increase their wages.
I mean, we can't increase their wages directly, but what we can do,
I mean, we can increase the wages directly by raising the minimum wage.
Yeah, I guess that is true. The minimum wage specifically reduces the cost of their needs, I believe. Or is it this one? No, that makes the wages go up. The work hours reduces the cost for their needs. So, if we want to make their lives better, we actually have to change things.
But the government we have doesn't want change either.
Which we can always just change the government whenever we want.
I know, but that
is a
means
whole
putting
lot.
liberals in charge for a minute.
Unshakable.
So, I think the peasants are just going to have to deal with it.
I think maybe we could, be a little liberal, a liberal autocracy,
I'm so frightened. I don't like the sound of
We
that.
have liberals, and then we give them,
This is
like a
coming from
mandated
you?
workday. I know, I'm just saying it's like in democracy, right?
I know.
Where we need to find root causes. And there's answers to the root causes. And I'm not saying we're going to give away any power, but I am saying that we might need to put liberals in the government so that they will support the emperor's moves to liberalize a little bit. I think if we could possibly search low.
Think that we can do that, but then we turn around and maybe make their lives a bit better.
I think we need to liberalize the economy a little. I think we need to.
I think we're searching low.
Yeah.
Research low.
I think we need to
they demand change now.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Okay, there we go. We don't even have to put the liberals in charge.
Oh, well, that's fine then. That's fine.
They're demanding change. It's like, well, we were going to do it anyway, okay? Okay.
We were going to do way scarier things, actually, so this is fine.
Okay, so all right.
What are we giving them?
I think that reducing the work hours from unlimited to 14 hours is reasonable.
That's so fucking wretched.
I think that's a reasonable decision to make.
I think the 14 hours would be more than fair.
It will reduce our factory production, but we've been skyrocketing with it. It's about to be our #1 stat we have.
True.
And if we could just make people chill out a little bit,
that would make them chill out a little bit. Some of them, at least.
They were, listen. At the end of the day, they had like 50 cents left over. Okay, so if we reduce their costs of living by a bit, that will pay dividends, and maybe they will be able to take care of their needs and not think about communist revolution.
That may help.
Or maybe we're giving them more time to think about it.
We need more time.
We'll implement the 14-hour workday, and then they'll stop making as much money because they can't work as much, and then the economy spirals. I don't think it's actually going to work that way. But.
Well, how many hours in a day can a human work? Until
apparently
they fall
unlimited.
down.
Apparently unlimited.
I think the 14-hour workday, and then in the future, if this is an issue again, we could potentially raise the minimum wage. Because they're currently at a trinket minimum wage, which I'm trying to imagine how much that would be. It's like you get 4 cents an hour.
The 14-hour workday has been implemented.
Oh, we've given them that.
We are the first civilized country to implement such a thing. Spits at the French.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
We're losing money. We're not making them all.
We're not making all. I don't like that. We were making everything. I'd like it to continue.
Just a slight economic...
I don't like the volatile economy.
It's not that bad.
I like when our line was at the top and it stayed at the top.
We're doing good. We are building lots and lots of factories right now. Look, France is just going to be there a while. You're going to have to deal with it.
It's a question I ask myself every night when I'm trying to sleep.
I know. We've been working on France. We've been working on.
We've taken a bite out of them.
Look, we got Alba's got other stuff that we're doing. You might not see it right now, but we got our hands in a lot of pies right now.
Oh, you know
we're taking continents.
We've decided right now our priority is Africa and Australia. We've been working on that.
You know what? What probably also affected our economy, our truce with France. When that ran out, they probably stopped paying us our reparations that we've rightfully earned from stealing their country.
We did rightfully earn that.
Do we need to smack them again?
If we want that extra boost to our economy, we just discovered gold in Africa.
Gold.
I was reading about that, and we might end up. The economy of this game is complicated, and we do need to. We absolutely cannot sit on our money like dragons. We're gonna need to spend it constantly, because if we don't, there's going to be too much money in the system and inflation's going to start being really bad.
And we don't like hyperinflation. That's bad.
We don't like that. So we'll have a time where Alba's going to be like, we have too much money in our pocket. Spend, you know?
Well, at any given moment in time, we can just litter our entire country with forts. So.
Yeah. At any time, we could just fucking just let the state take over the economy and say, okay, here's some public works for you.
Who gives a hoot?
Will the forts have any effect in Hearts of Iron?
John
like what was forted?
Yes, they will still exist in Hearts of Iron, but they will have to be upgraded if we want them to be more effective.
Oh, this is stuff about talking about slaves and stuff like that. Well, we're past that. It's fine.
We sure are.
We moved on.
And then
we have a real tax system.
By abolishing non-standardized strange divisions of currency like guineas and shillings.
1/32 pennies, you know.
Oh god, we combined the economies of like the entirety of Europe. It's horrible. I'm sure it's wretched.
1 franc equals 10 Dane marks equals 100 Reich marks.
You got a shilling? I ain't got none. I got a Deutschmark here, though.
No good. No good. Alba's finally been like, okay, we need to unify our economic system. It's no good.
More gold.
More gold. Okay, this is concerning, actually. I know it's good. I know that's good now, but
Oh,
all the
God.
gold mines,
okay.
the gold mines will
I think we can
directly,
spend. I think
all
we
the
can
gold
spend.
mines are going to directly put money in the system, and more money going into the system might make the inflation worse.
Can we spend any money?
I can buy 31 more upgraded factories.
Do that.
Do it.
There's going to come to a time where we might have to start giving cash to poor countries. Like, we'll have to look at a list, like, who's the poor country? Here, have a subsidy. Just so that we can make sure that money is flowing in the world so that everything still works.
We can do that at any point. Weren't we
We don't-
thinking
I don't
about
think-
being friends with Mexico?
I don't think we need to do that stuff yet. But in the future, we might have to start taking our money and moving it around the world. Because right now, Alba has all the money. And that's usually a good thing, but when you're dealing with world economies, it's not so much a good thing.
I think what we should do is either befriend Mexico or Bolivia. Because both of them are the big powers in the New World.
I favored Mexico. I remember last time we were talking
Mexico. We
about
like made a
making friendly
factory
with Mexico.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We always
Alba
start
was
with
building
that, may as
factories
well.
there.
We
There's
built
Las
one
Vegas.
somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Vegas.
The
Viva
capital in
Las
San Diego, I
Vegas.
believe.
Was it in San Diego?
I think it was.
Remember, San Diego was their capital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't see what the state name was. Mexican California.
Boring.
Gimme. Who gives a hoot?
Who gives a shit? It's not important.
Mexican California. Yeah. And it's upgrade. Or no, it hasn't been built yet.
We were working on it.
We are working on
It'll be
it.
done in 1881.
We're securing the supplies for it right now. You can see that number of iron going up first, and it's going to get there, and then other stuff. There are a lot of clothing factories.
There's a lot of humans that need clothes.
We were looking at some of the weird population centers going on in America. It's frightening.
Yeah.
There's like millions in some of these places, like in bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
beautiful.
why. It's because you had like random states that had centuries to fucking develop without interference.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a great
La
plague to
Oceania.
wipe them all out.
I like Oceania.
Mm-hmm.
And then we take this one, and we're still waiting on the port. You would be one of our little colonies. Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
How's the deployment of extra forces to Africa going?
Give me 1 second. And there's organic chemistry.
Organic
Supply
chemistry.
limit. Our armies could be bigger. More tech. More biblioteca.
I was going to build another army here. So we should have enough to do that now. Oh, God damn it. 1 hussar here. Through the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we currently lack a land route through northern Africa.
We do. That's why I was
After-
wondering if we wanted
It's
to
not
do that.
connected.
After dealing with Australia, I think the next thing we want to deal with is let's kick the Namjoids out of Africa.
I would like
and are
that.
we going to increase our military next?
Point defense system seems good. That seems like it'd be fucking machine guns and stuff like that.
Point defense system is better dig in. So we get, the longer you dig in.
Bunkers.
you get more
Bunkers, I say.
entrenchment. And you can make better forts. So yes.
That'd be something we could put our
What
money
about
into.
literally machine guns, though? I see that, and that looks really good to me.
That increases the defense of all of our units and reduces the combat width. So
Wonderful.
it will just flatly make our infantry better.
What about iron breach artillery?
That just makes the artillery better. This whole line is just artillery stuff.
we don't get attacked very much. We tend to do the hit. We tend to do the attacking.
Well, it's more about whenever you start setting up lines.
I know that. But even when we do that, we tend to be the ones who move forward.
Yeah.
True.
So, what does military statistics do?
Army organization.
You see, all that stuff looks cool to me. That would increase our organization by a lot. So after we do a battle, we can quickly move on to the next battle.
Well, if that's what you want, we would actually want to look into reinforcements, which we have not looked into at all.
Doesn't organization make the morale?
It's psychology.
Doesn't the
organization and
the
morale
organization
are
make the
separate.
morale? Yeah.
They're separate stats.
I thought they were related.
They're related. I believe if you have more organization, you regain your morale faster. But your organization can go down along with your morale.
Yeah, that's why I was wanting to increase the organization.
Yeah.
I want military statistics.
Yeah, this one or artillery would both be really good to have. So we do that, and I was organizing.
Add more math to our army. Figure out how things
Have
work.
some math.
Yeah. Figure out how many casualties we'll take in a battle and how we should replenish them and all that.
I guess we should start keeping track of all this shit.
Battle math.
We have a lot of turnover in our military.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
I guess.
So you go there. We need one. Oh,
You know, a lot of rich people hated our guts. What was fueling that? Is it because we're taxing them so hard?
It's because we've hit them with nightsticks every chance we've gotten.
Well, look,
that does happen.
They wouldn't keep making it to where we needed to hit them with nightsticks. Then
that's also true.
That is fair.
Not once have we done it for no reason. Maybe they should stop
being so hittable.
Yeah, we've never done it for no reason. Okay.
It seems mostly that it's the aristocrats who don't like us, though. Because it's mostly aristocrats everywhere. The money men are a very, very small percentage of our population.
It's because the fucking aristocrats are wealthy enough to be able to read, to know that we've given them no power and will never give them any power.
At no point ever.
In the entirety of the Alban Empire. Wow, they don't even show up.
I don't like those anarcho-liberals over there, and that 3.3%, they scare the shit out of me.
How many are there? Just
3.3%
total. Does it give me an actual number? The number of them is less than 10,000. It looks like.
it's a tiny tiny number of people out of the many millions.
So this is like a real oligarchy.
That's the top 1%.
It's real bad. How do you think our governors get paid?
Do a lot of corruption. Side deals and fucking, pork deals with monopoly men.
I like that. I love that.
That's how our governors get money.
I don't like that. That's like widely known how corrupt Alba is, because that is part of our history.
Like just click on a random province. You got a spoils system. You got machine politics. You got this one doesn't have anything. A couple of these in southern Germany don't have anything.
Some places in Germany are cool.
Oh, we got mafia over here in Gelderland.
It's part of Holland.
No.
Things are wonderful. Don't complain. Nobody will care.
It's like everyone just stop complaining.
Just get over it. We're leading you to greatness.
The Alban populace historically are a race of fucking complainers.
They love to complain, and we do not love to hear them. Because when Albans complain, they take up machetes.
Yeah.
I want to shut people's minds off faster and make them stop giving a shit.
it's only going to get worse, the them thinking things.
I know.
And the only solution to it would be us to be like, everyone can vote now. We have a president.
And that's no.
And that's unacceptable.
No,
so
that's utterly unacceptable.
The thing we still have in our back pocket, if the time where people with hammers start happening, we'd be like, okay, constitutional monarchy.
No, I want to get through a whole game without people with hammers.
I agree, and that's also what I want. But our last line in the sand is, okay, constitutional monarchy, we'll have like a prime minister and stuff, I guess.
We can always lean toward the third way when we learn about it, but that's still
no. I like the first way, my way.
I
don't even like the second way, much less a fucking third way.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Who gives a hoot?
I'm just concerned about the idea of us putting fascists in power. I mean, I think during wartime, putting fascists in power makes a lot of sense. But historically, giving fascists an inch causes them to take over the whole government.
Well, we are the government, so...
Because they are fascists.
Yeah, I know, and I don't want them to take over us, you know?
I want to continue being the government.
We get a notification, it's like the fascist party decided the emperor needs to go now. And it's like, okay,
like,
they made that...
Right.
I see they've made that decision.
I don't...
I
don't want them to be able to make that decision.
We get really depressed, and then we see the military agrees with them.
I don't think that's a thing that can happen.
I don't like that you didn't... I don't like that you weren't absolutely certain there.
I've never heard of it happening, and I've never experienced it.
Fucking Alban Mussolini says
I
that
don't want
he's tired of sharing the sun with the emperor, and he's the emperor now.
No.
Oh.
What would our even title of like a fascist leader even be even? The fucking Sheikh? It's like, because we have so many, I don't know, I don't even know.
What would it be?
You don't have me in control of things, do you?
No.
Okay, good, because I'm gonna move my mouse around. Just watching.
It always deals with Caesar. What's an unused Caesar?
Well, I'm trying to think of like father or leader and stuff like that.
That also works.
What
about Potter?
Ooh, that Gaelic word for father is Athair. Athair.
The author of the new era.
Let's see.
I don't like it, so I that could be what it is.
The Gaelic word for leader looks a lot like Gaelic version of Caesar to me. But Conan O'Brien has a podcast called Conan Needs a Friend. It's very good. And he was talking about he ethnically is Irish, and they were talking about Gaelic, and he was asked like, "Do you speak any Gaelic?" He's like, "No, no one speaks Gaelic." And Conan described Gaelic as sounding like you're taking a bunch of pots and pans and throwing them down the stairs.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We could have the canard.
The canard.
The goddamn big canard.
It does kind of roll off the tongue.
Leader.
Well, they're upgrading that shipyard. This factory is done and employing people now. And it is filling rather quickly. Nice.
I used to love the big green numbers, and now you have me scared of the big green numbers. And it's like, are my green numbers too big, and are they too green?
Are they too green? Making 9,000's a lot. We might have to cut taxes.
The beer halls in Cambridge, they're making them.
Oh, is that still a thing?
It was in Cambridge last time as well.
Yeah.
So we can let them stay in destitution and poverty for another 10 years before we revisit, or we can close down the bars.
I'm not closing down those goddamn bars. We'll close down the bars, and then they'll join the Communist Party.
So
the communists will say beer and bread as their slogan, and they'll all join the communists.
We cannot this time.
I thought about cutting taxes, and then we lost 3,000 pounds in one day.
But we're making so much.
Some random rich man just lost his fortune and killed himself.
He jumped off his castle.
If we really wanted to beef up the world economy, we could do like a negative 5% tariff. Dig deeply and greedily. It's an iron ore mine.
Yeah, I want that efficiency.
Take it all. It's ours.
Do we want to toy around with negative tariffs?
We were at one point thinking about subsidizing tariffs.
Abacus.
Slovakia wants us to go away. I told them no.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they fucking do, but I don't care about their opinions.
I told them to lay down and spread their legs.
Who gives a shit?
Who cares?
What if we had an eldritch taxation system?
What do you mean by that?
What if we started significantly lowering taxes on the middle classes?
On the middle class, you say?
Yeah.
Poly structure.
This means that the legislation of your country has structured the market in such a way that each line of business is composed of numerous firms, most of which are of the same size. So no giant monopolies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
We're
good.
telling people
That's
that
nice.
monopolies are not cool.
Mm-hmm.
They hurt the economy.
So you're wanting to have the middle class be a great place to be, but I assume the rich and the poor will be taxed or something? Is that
Yeah.
So maybe like 50% taxes on the middle class? Or maybe down to like... the effective tax we get from them right now at 100% is about 42%. So if we cut it in half, we'd be getting about maybe 20% from them.
We need to get more of our population out of poverty, and we need to get more of our population in the fucking factories.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And once they're in the factories, they need to be content, and they need to be able to make so that they don't join the Communist Party.
Anything to stop that.
Each of these upgrades that we get that increases our tax efficiency is in fact taking from the people.
I know. That's why we're lowering taxes in some aspects.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could just do a straight up good old fashioned progressive tax and just keep lowering taxes on the poor every time we get.
I mean, I'm sure they'd love that.
Yeah. They're the ones that are having issues with their needs being met. Maybe we should do that. Not a lot, because it's a lot of taxes, but, just kind of backing off slowly.
So that they can get their needs met better, and so that they can maybe get out of poverty
move up
and
to
join the middle class.
Well, taxes are at 90% right now. Should I lower them to maybe 75?
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
Oh, no. Maybe like 80 or 85?
I'm thinking 85. Let's give him an 85.
Well, that's
Give them
85.
that.
We'll let that sink into the economy.
Just let it sit, let it ride. Grievous insults.
Some random natives.
I don't give a shit about them. Why do they think I do?
We make a big noise about it and tell them we're going to go to war, and then we forget about it tomorrow.
I want to pick up a tennis ball and throw it at their messenger.
Why do these countries ever want... They're poking a tiger.
I don't
It's like
know.
the amount of time...
We in like years, we took continents.
We literally got to the point where we were picking up on a point on the map somewhere far away from your...
Yes.
Take that.
Take that. I want it. I hunger. And they're
We
just
were talking
poking
about
us.
taking Taiwan to be a naval base for expansion into China before.
Yes, we're taking places so that we can take other places more effectively. Oh,
They're Swedish Oceania now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw, yeah. Damn it.
Rivals. Eventually.
Eventually, we'll get to it.
The naval base will be done next year.
1880.
And we can start reaching into the rest of the Pacific. And that is a place.
I want all of that Anatolian Africa. I just want to go it right up.
We got.
So we have a nice
hard.
road.
It's hard. Well, yeah, Anatolicolian, the Anatoliconian, It was different in the previous game. It was different what it was called in the previous game. If I remember right, they had some sort of revolution at one point. And they changed their name in the previous game, and they went from Anatolicolian to Namjoids.
I preferred Anatolicolian.
Yeah, that was back when these people are originally Greeks. And then we threw them out of Greece and said Greece is Alba. Using eldritch fucking laws from the Byzantine times that meant that they're Alban.
if we take the
Ancient
Libyan desert
alliances.
and Chad from the Anatoliconians, then
Uh-huh.
all we would need in order to get an actual land bridge from our other places to there would be either Matruch, or if we can take...
No,
Libya.
the western route's not going to be a thing because there's too many countries in the way.
Well, I mean, theoretically, if we just took this one right here, Tozur,
Oh,
then
yeah,
we'd be able to just reach in
technically.
through there, but it wouldn't be a land bridge.
Yeah, and that's a civilized nation too, so that's not it's not taking that much land for how much anger people are gonna have. I would rather, because I know the Namdroids are also civilized, but we want to take more from them, and also it's colonial war with them.
Yeah. It's a very civilized colonial war
And we have
that
men
will
in
eventually
Africa,
become not.
the Second Africa Corps. I didn't tell you to go on there. Get off.
Get off that.
I said do that. And then we'll...
You know, we took a lot of Africa and Australia really quickly. What's the population levels in Africa? Are there a lot of people down there?
Or is it like empty?
It's
there a good amount of
pretty
people in there?
relatively empty.
Okay, there are.
Just a
When we were
couple
looking at
thousand
the
in each
other,
place.
when we were looking at the other population thing, I saw a couple of places in Africa that were very bright red.
Yeah, a lot of
How many
those
people-
have been.
how many
lived
people live in the
for a while.
Congo?
Countries.
In the Congo?
Not an insignificant amount.
Half a
About
million.
a half
And then there's
million.
there's a sliver of land next to Tunisia. What is
That is
that?
extreme.
That we own.
Gabes.
That is
Our Tunisia that has a 500,000 people in it.
almost 3/4 of a million.
The little Alban sliver of Tunisia has like more people in it than all of the
Maybe
rest of North Africa.
it's like a nice little vacation spot. It's in crazy Africa.
It's
but
like
not.
fucking British Gibraltar.
I think it's because in EU4, this island here is its own province, and I think we beefed that
So
up
it's
a
smashed
lot.
together.
It was a very defensible place that gave us something.
We had an island defense policy in EU4 that we were doing. That worked a little bit because some of those islands later said I'm going to become my own country like Crete, and there was nothing we could do about it because we were too busy.
We were very busy.
I remember there was a couple of countries that became countries and we had troops en route and they didn't make it in time.
So sad.
It is sad.
We're
More
getting
gold.
More gold.
I really want our infamy to go down faster because we're at 1880 now.
Well, the way to do that would be to do things that we can't do because of the things that we don't
What
want
is
to
I
do.
know.
What's
I
going
know.
on here?
There's a whole
Arab
rebellion. We fought
pan-nationalists.
What is that?
them.
What is that? What is that?
Kill them! Kill
It's
them! Kill
because
them!
these
Kill them!
aren't
smack them,
our
smack them.
rebels. They came in from somewhere else.
Fucking helping somebody else's rebel problem? Disgusting.
Destroying our factories.
How dare they? Rajputana fears our might.
I don't know who Rajputana is.
Oh, there's skyscrapers in
Indian.
America.
Whoa.
Oh,
Steel-framed buildings tower over the... What? Excuse me?
the people in the United States are building like the little in Iowa. They're building fucking towers. They're building the Empire State Building right now.
And there's dead rebels.
And you know what? It's probably being made by slaves because of what's going on over there.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Finland just figured out muzzle-loaded rifles. That's nice to know.
Oh, that's delicious. We're like fully getting to machine guns, and they're just like, we know how to put the bullet in the muzzle.
We've already gone through bolt action, and we're looking forward. And of course, the money men are just building railroads everywhere they can, every time it comes up.
Good.
It really helps us out, actually. They've
Continue
already
doing so.
crisscrossed all of Africa with railroads.
Yeah, you can see the rails is everywhere.
Beautiful. You can look around at this empty land.
Which means a lot, because in Hoi 4, Africa has no railroads and no supply hubs. So having them transfer over,
I was about to say, we're going to say, no. This is Alban, Africa.
we bring civilization.
We've industrialized the piss out of it, you see. Like I said, in Hearts of Iron 4. I want to clean up Africa if it's not fucking clean yet.
Work specialization.
I want to fucking bury France underground.
I want to take the world.
All these random fucking countries in Europe that are too small to be real, I want to make them go away.
I would like that.
And then after that, maybe do like a big operations in the Middle East. Eventually conquer India in Hearts of Iron 4. Maybe then invade China.
We just gotta go through the big ones.
I mean, right now they got no industry. Last time we looked at them, they are still farmers.
Mm-hmm. Their industry score is 0.
Fully fucking in EU4 times, and we're about to move on to Hearts of Iron times.
It's real bad. Mongolia has more industry than China does.
Oh, China.
Oh,
Japan. Oh, God, I didn't see that.
Japan colonized.
When did that happen?
Japan's like, hello.
While we were in
Hello
Africa,
there.
Japan went into Russia.
Oh.
Hello,
so
Russia
big.
didn't happen, so Russia's now Japan.
It's a fucking blimp floating over the world.
Oh, what if Japan ends up getting into Europe?
Oh, no. Ew.
They are past the Urals, I believe.
No.
Oh, no, they're not quite
no,
at the
they're
Urals.
nowhere near to the Urals.
Unless they take this one, which they are going to take this one. They're going to be right up there
Sweden,
next to the
fucking
Urals.
fix it. Sweden, you piece of shit.
Sweden's like, oh, Finland's gone.
Oh, yeah, they got 8.
Oh, no.
It's been Sweden.
Yeah.
Sweden is trying to fix it.
See, fix it, Sweden.
Sweden's like, no, I'm tired of you being a country.
I think we should do artillery.
I like artillery.
Sure.
Because we use a lot of artillery.
Artillery tends to be important.
And it only makes sense to make it better.
The Japanese Jews.
Japanese Jews. Do the
I
Japanese?
imagine the Japanese
what
are
is
being
it?
very unkind to the Jewish population of Siberia.
Yeah, I guess there's no real way of me knowing.
They're an unkind people. There is a religion thing that you can see. I just don't remember which tab
It's in the
'cause I remember-
population tab, but you can't see that for other countries.
I've seen it elsewhere before, but I just don't
Is
remember
there
where
like
it is because there's a lot of
is there a map
tabs.
filter?
No, but there's a thing where if you click on it, it tells you which religion's dominant in a country. I've seen it before. I have seen it with my eyes, but I just don't remember what tab it's in.
Yeah, you can see they like Catholics.
Yeah, you can see Catholic right there.
What the fuck is a Catholic? What is a Catholic?
They have
Explain
visiting
that to
and
me.
religion Catholic. Maybe Catholicism is like fucking reborn itself in Hungary.
That's
Fucking
weird.
goddamn it! We stamped them
Well,
out.
we don't rule over there, so it's difficult to, yeah. We don't literally control every facet of the world yet.
I really wanna.
That is a big yet.
We have enough ale pins that we can cover the whole world.
I imagine all of the aristocrats and moneymen are all Aelpins.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd
By this
allow
point,
other
surely
people.
they would have to be.
At least not economy buying and building money.
I don't know if it's even like
Synthetic
purposefully.
dyes.
I think it's just it happened. We've interwoven with them for so long that it would have to be.
Oh.
North Italian sabotage. North Italian saboteurs.
We could kill off a couple of them. They'll lose a little bit of militancy, or we can gain some plurality. They lose more militancy, and they lose the same number of people. I think that one's better, actually.
Conduct a real
Yeah,
investigation.
Sure.
We see no downside to this. New South Wales. It's beautiful. It's red. I love it.
Execute him.
Execute him.
I don't know who he is. Just
Execution.
kill him.
Kill him. Make it public. I'm actually bored.
When will this naval base be done?
In November? No, October.
Oh, damn it.
October 3rd.
Soon.
Is it time to declare war on Andalusia?
I don't know what you're
Time to
waiting
get
for.
that going.
What are we waiting for?
We were waiting for the
For the
infamy to go
militant-
down.
Yeah, it's just not.
Well, we want to wait for it to be able to increase 10, right?
Yeah, but we could. There's a chance that we won't get 10 if we don't get
We
discovered.
could roll the
This is
dice.
fair.
We could do that.
And I'm tired of waiting.
Okay, so this is where we make the big decision.
We're not outlawing alcohol.
Well, hold on. Let me go through the things. With the ravages of alcohol taking a daily toll on our people, tearing away every day with newfound intensity at the moral and spiritual fabric of our national character, it becomes imperative for us to bond together in defense of public virtue, and to educate and uplift the poor and the downtrodden to the virtues of temperance. For quite some time now, our country's been dealing with increases in the consumption of alcohol, ready, available, and cheap distilled spirits in combination with hard working conditions make the poor classes especially susceptible to this deadly poison. It comes as no surprise that the Alleged Temperance League has been formed. So we can either not get rid of it, and we get all of those negatives, and that is blanket for every province.
Uh-huh.
The prestige isn't for every province, but that is just a negative prestige modifier we will now permanently have. Or we can do a temperance league, and we get all of those benefits, but their militancy does go up.
All of the poor people drink alcohol. A lot
All
of it.
of them.
Yes.
And getting rid of their alcohol will make them very upset.
It will increase their militancy, but it also reduces their everyday needs, which was a thing that we were wanting to reduce anyway.
That's true.
And it increases mining and farming efficiency, which means more money overall.
I don't like the idea of banning alcohol.
It is scary. It's very scary.
This is
I
the
feel
big
like-
decision because whichever one we make will last until the end of the game.
I don't like the idea of banning alcohol. I feel like it's opening a path for general dissatisfaction. You have to remember the greater idea, the fact that we are putting a lot of pressure on the Alban public because they want a lot of things that we are flatly saying no. So the idea of taking things away from them that they want worries me. The reduction of efficiency, I think we could potentially just eat that and it'd be fine.
Possibly. The prestige I'm not worried about because we already make more than
that's
that.
fine.
But
I'm not worried about particularly any of it. The farming and mining efficiency, we've gotten so many upgrades that far surpass that reduction right there. I think this is a paradox trick. And they show these, and they show one is clearly superior to the other, and then you click the one that looks clearly superior to the other, and then it fucks you in the long term. That's what I think.
They like doing that.
yeah, they do like doing that.
So I think that we
Yeah.
shouldn't. I don't think we should ban alcohol.
We will be like the Russians, and we will say, "Here is your potato and your potato water."
And give them
Yes.
their potato water.
We tell them to drink and don't fucking rebel.
And stop
Also, don't
thinking,
forget
stop
about the Middle
thinking.
Eastern rebel situation. They're trying to take another Alban territory, which is
But
unacceptable.
I
are.
killed all of you. Go
Highly
away.
unacceptable. Kill them all.
Revolution in Cahokia. Cahokia is a thing now. They are
Cahokian
they are now under the
I'm like-
control of the National Party.
I was
Oh, no.
scanning it to see if communists were happening.
Oh, nothing. Cure for morphine addiction discovered in USA. Cocoa wine.
Yay!
Yay!
Now we don't have to
Everybody
use
drink your
morphine.
cocoa wine.
It tastes weirdly delicious.
You take Coca-Cola and you put it in a barrel and you just leave it there for a long time. And you open that shit up after a couple years and you have cocoa wine.
Vintage.
Good year, good year.
Uh,
Seems all the bubbles are gone.
I really can't do
no
anything
matter.
with these rebels here in Moldavia.
Yeah, no,
I'm
they
just
just
gonna-
they exist there.
That's the lawless exclave of Alba.
They're just putting men out of work. I hate to see it, but there's nothing I can do about
Everyone
it.
needs a lawless exclave.
They're good for societies.
I guess. It just hurts.
It just you're just causing your emperor pain, is all.
Your parents are just very disappointed in you.
More factories finishing up. Oh no, civil
Eventually.
violence.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Oh, I love being fat.
I really
Look at our fucking industrial score now. We blow
I know.
Turov out of the water.
No, it's beautiful. It's how it should have been this whole time.
This is actually a nice one. A newly formed railway company in one of our states has issued shares in the company to help finance the burgeoning firm and are now seeking buyers and investors in the state. The CEO of the company has approached local politicians asking them if they could, perhaps, lend a bit of a hand in the marketing of these shares to the general public, arguing that an extension of the railway networks in the state can only be beneficial and should be promoted. Some feel that this might infringe on the principles of official neutrality with regards to private ventures, while others see only opportunities.
We're going to have the big railway companies now.
We absolutely will.
Of course, we must aid and help promote this beautiful private initiative.
Sure.
Baghdad.
One level of railroad.
Baghdad now has level 3 railroads.
Nice.
Which is actually really, really nice.
They will vroom around. I want to declare war on Andalusia.
Okay.
Yeah, I do as well.
I want to seize what they own, and that's not Andalusia.
That is not Andalusia.
You frightened me. You almost did a Tyler-like maneuver.
I didn't, though.
Just have
Demand
over a
concession.
button.
Because I think that's the only ones we can do. That we want to do.
Yeah, I want Australia.
I want what they have. I want them to stop having it.
And I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Oh God. Oh.
The Andalusian
Menace.
They're coming right for us.
Obviously, they have been this whole time.
They're vile. They're vile.
3.4 infamy.
There we go. We can eat that.
Good.
Okay, kill them.
Alright, destroy.
Lazy natives.
Fucking lazy
Who gives a
bastards. Who gives a hoot? Stamp.
Okay.
Stamp.
Mm-hmm.
Kill him.
We have 47%. Okay.
40s.
Get rid.
Kill. Murder.
Ambassador's been banned from Denmark. Oh no.
Oh, darn.
We got cotton.
Ooh.
Do we give some to Kane and Bornu, or we could do that?
No.
That increases their consciousness a little bit, but reduces their militancy.
I want to rock my cradle. I like reducing people's militancy.
Sure.
I want people to be less furious with me.
I like it when they're not furious at us.
I don't like it when they're like, I think I'm gonna rebel. You know, I want to give them fish and cotton and tell them, no, Emperor good.
We wrap the fish in cotton and give it to them.
Take this, it's fine. These provinces that Andalusia has in Australia, out of curiosity, do they have any value?
There's gold in Western Australia.
Oh, there you go. There's gold.
Oh,
but I think
there's
that's
gold in
it.
the hills.
I think the rest of this is wheat. Yep, the rest is wheat.
Well, we need wheat anyway.
Badajoz has gone bankrupt. They owe us nothing.
No.
Excuse me. How dare you?
Oh, they've gone bankrupt and claim they owe us nothing.
Ah, I see, yeah. They probably owe us a lot.
Probably.
We can look at their debts.
What is that?
$308. They ain't doing
give
so
me
hot.
what you owe me. I need it.
They ain't doing so hot.
It's time.
I love that other countries aren't good for 300.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we want Western Australia, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Andalusian, Western Australia.
And then hopefully get enough jingoism to take the other one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Western Australia.
This will be done in the W's. I would assume.
Western Australia.
There it is.
Literally
very
the
Very
last
bottom.
one.
Give me that.
Gimme.
I want that.
It'll only take 3 war score to actually take it, so.
Well, I also
Take
wanna see if we
Sandy
can-
Deserts.
If we can take the other as well. Like, yeah, I want that. I want that jingo. I want that jingo now.
We're coming. We are invading your land. Revolution in the Congo. That was quick. Reactionary.
Some
so now
places
they're in the
they're
national
not
faction.
they're not ready to be countries. Okay.
They're not ready for the responsibility.
We gave them every
It's a
opportunity.
lot of responsibility.
We even let them determine that they wanted to be their own country, and look what that got them. They're a primitive nation. We could just absorb them if we wanted.
Yay!
Yay!
I love that.
Take.
We could absorb them for 10 infamy.
10.
Since they're a nothing, they might be something we wait until Hearts of Iron to go deal with. Gibraltar's being sieged.
I see it. It's gonna take them a while, though.
I see that they're trying to take one of our territories.
I see it.
I know that you and I have different philosophies on this, where I think that the enemy army should be destroyed first before trying to take their lands.
It's just
And
that
you
if I
seem
move
to-
them,
you
they're
always-
going to suffer the attrition first.
Yeah, I know, but I want them to stop doing what they're doing behind our line.
And we take faster than
Yeah.
them, so we can just do this, and then once it's the day of, there we go. Now turn around and shoot them.
Shoot.
Disloyal regiment.
Lazy natives.
Lazy.
Go kill. Go kill. I've been watching a lot of
Lucia.
Fargo recently. And it is a very, very good show. I like it.
That.
And
Love the movie.
I haven't seen the movie, actually.
Oh, really?
The movie's amazing.
But it takes place in Fargo, Minnesota. So I hear the Minnesota accent quite a lot.
Oh, yeah. You
They're
betcha.
always so polite.
You betcha.
Even when they're being mean, they're just always so polite. Now, I'm going to hop in my car here, and I'm going to follow you out of state, you see.
Oh, he seems to have killed that girl.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh, that's real bad.
Frances McDermott's character in the movie is so wonderful.
Yes.
She's the sheriff, and she's heavily pregnant.
The whole time it's great.
Extremely pregnant. So she's like waddling into like the murder scene. It's like, oh God, I'm a little nauseous. Did the Coen brothers do the show as well, or just the movie?
They did not do the show. I looked up the name of the guy who did the show. It's like Noah Hawley or something like that.
Well, the movie is the Coen brothers.
Good to know. The Coen brothers do good work.
Yeah. It is a Coen brothers movie.
Oh.
And it's got Steve Buscemi, and Steve Buscemi's good in it.
And there's
And it's got William H.
artillery.
Macy, and he's great. And Pete Stromae plays a scary man.
We can do point defense and then machine guns and then go back to industry.
I love industry.
We could go back to industry to specifically counter the negative we just got from the alcohol.
Yeah, that would be the steam turbine.
Yeah, just get
Steam
that, and we will
turbine.
literally counter that problem.
The combustion engine, which this year we actually became able to research it.
And then we'll get
that gives us
We have
tractors
steam. We have steam.
and planes.
Powerful steam. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
We can't use them in combat until
will
we
go
learn
straight to heaven.
aeronautics, but we will be able to make planes, and they become a luxury good, like cars.
I want foreign countries we're invading to be like, up with the fucking muskets, and then we fucking strafe them with fighter planes.
Yes.
That is, in fact, a thing we can do.
That's what I want. I want us to enter Hearts of Iron, and it's like that. Like, we're making the fucking Panzerkampfwagen, and there's like, around form, ranks of four, you know?
The true domination of Alba.
Yes. Centipede eventually.
Eventually. The population's average consciousness is very low. A lot of people are unconscious, which is good.
This is good.
There's a lot of people who do feel like they want to just shoot someone, though.
They're not quite sure who yet, but they have feelings that somebody should
They
be
have
shot.
strong feelings. Are we moving around in Australia still?
We took that one. So take
They're
that one.
just dying in the desert.
We're doing a continental
So
war.
we're
They're
in
going to
sandy
take our
desert.
country down there.
So we're
Oh,
in
we
sandy
own Sydney.
shite here.
They're going to take Sydney.
No.
Why did they not have Sydney?
Oh.
That's actually really weird.
No.
But we did also complete the port. So
we have
what
some
all
random
can
little
we
island
do?
out there, I think, next to New Zealand. There's some little island I think we control. Is that ours?
Yeah, Norfolk Island. It's a part of New
Oh.
South Wales, apparently.
I see.
I'm gonna build a port on here.
That one port's done. Can't we start colonizing down here?
I'm starting the
New
process.
Zealand and all
We got
that?
that one. We can't
Can we
reach New Zealand yet,
God damn it.
but we
Want
are
it.
reaching these islands out here.
Good.
That's
want those.
Andalusian. These are Andalusian.
If I remember right, Hawaii wasn't claimed either, and that was something we were talking about doing.
Oh, no,
Hawaii's
no,
been claimed by
no.
Sweden.
God damn it.
Fiji hasn't been claimed.
We won the race for Africa, but we have not won the race for the Pacific.
I want to kick Sweden in the shin.
I know. They're the only real
go
colonial
siege
power
that.
that opposes us.
Go siege that defenseless settlement they probably forgot is there.
Libreville.
We have come for you.
Libreville was important in World War II, you know.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's where the Free French movement really started.
I wonder if we are ever going to actually have like a world war.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be us just picking apart our enemies one by one with the chains off now.
Yeah,
Delicious.
I think they're going to be too scared of us to all join forces.
I know with the absolute monarchy, the world tension does not have to be that high for us to start invading people. It's like, I think it needs to be like 25% or something like that.
Oh, well, that's not a lot at all.
Yeah. We're totally allowed to just invade people.
I like it.
As an absolute monarchy.
Fucking good.
We just have to let the world tension. I think if I remember right when I was reading, it was like 25% world tension, and then we could be like, you know what? Fuck it, you're all Alban now. We're all Alban. We're tired of you people saying you're not.
As it should be. Should I switch to the reactionaries for the moment while we're at war?
That would increase our Jingo time.
I would, and that is what I want.
We could do that.
And then they might say,
Yeah.
what are you doing with all these liberal policies? And they want us to switch back and we end the war and we tell them, no, we take them out of the government.
Yes.
Now you people will love us while we do this whole politicking thing, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We're going
yeah.
to take your country, yeah?
You'll sit down there, have a cheese curd, and then you're gonna, bow down to your new masters, see? But every season of Fargo is a different story with like a different cast of people in a different time period and everything. But it all centers around Fargo, Minnesota, weirdly enough. And I don't know what the fuck it is about Fargo, Minnesota that has all these people swarming around it doing terrible things. But
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, the Conservatives are still in until the House gets changed again. But they do want to change something. So do we want to give them anything?
No, we'll just wait them out.
No.
Okay.
they're going to go away soon.
Yeah, the endless snow. they get star crazy.
Well, the reason why they do that is because in the movie Fargo, despite everyone being really nice, the crime that happens is quite horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll be like, everyone's just sitting around just talking, like, oh yeah, you betcha. And then, like, lots of blood in the next scene.
Oh, look.
There's
Jingoism.
a wood chipper involved.
Yeah!
Yay! I love it, I love it. Blood and roses.
We are in to win it and gives us 10% more.
10%. I like 10%.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes, give me that.
the population's
We are in
feeling
this
it.
war.
Yes.
Who gives a hoot?
Maybe we'll take even more states.
We're gonna also take what was it? New South
remember what the
Wales.
eastern part's called.
I think it was New South Wales. Nope, wrong one. Andalusian, New South Wales.
It's too many fucking words, so it needs to be Alba.
Mm-hmm. Indies, Christmas Island, New South Wales.
There you go.
You will give.
Give unto Alba.
You will give unto Alba.
You will give unto Alba that which is his.
Mm-hmm.
The Alliaged will be merciful and only take what is ours.
I have been watching the fact that the Alban economy crashed about 3 weeks ago.
It did.
I've seen it.
It's fine. It's
We had
fine.
a little crash.
Just a little. It just
It's
happens
because
sometimes.
we started giving alcohol to everyone, including the children.
Mm-hmm. We're a big
Especially
car
the
on a
children.
small road. Sometimes you hit something. It's fine.
Why haven't they accepted their piece?
We could add another one if we really wanted to.
Ooh.
It took them longer than what
scary.
fucking right now
But-
to accept our peace offer, so maybe we can add another province.
If you wanted.
There's probably something in Africa I want, okay?
Well, there's
we're
these
48.
2 pieces down here. There's this
But I
one
would like
piece
it.
down here.
Is there
and
any
there's these
interesting
up
places we
here.
could take?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me see. Morocco. Do they have anything? They don't have anything of value, it seems. Oh, they have a little bit of gold right here in Figuig.
Figuig.
So we can demand the state of Tazia from them. Or
We could
Tazza.
demand the state of Taza, or however you say it.
I think they have access to a port there, do they not?
I think-
Kaza? That little sliver
I
right
think so,
there?
yeah.
Is that them?
Wujda.
Wujd.
We can take African
Wujda.
Wujd.
Ooh, that. Okay, I want it.
We can add that region as well.
That is Andalusian Taza, or is it just Taza? We'll find
It
it.
was just Taza.
Taza.
There it is.
Taza.
That will be another 5 infamy. Just so we
Well.
know.
It would. It will. It is. We are now over the limit we set for ourselves.
I know, so we'll stop going to war for a minute, okay? Once they accept this deal.
Give me your diplomat.
We
give me
will
your
not
diplomat,
cross
give me your
that
diplomat, give me
line.
your
Okay, I'm
diplomat.
gonna cross it just a little bit. I'm just a little bit.
It's just a little bit, okay?
Where is your diplomat? Give me your diplomat. Give me your diplomat. Give me your diplomat. Hey, there's
Carbon
Sterling.
soil enrichment. Yeah.
And there's that negative canceled out.
Yep.
Yep.
Factory output efficiency. Nice, nice. We could even take more if we wanted.
Who gives a shit about their beliefs?
Who gives a shit? Peace. You will give.
Give unto us.
3 states unto us.
You will give.
I like that.
You are not a country. You will give to proper country.
Oh, they have
That's
an
beautiful.
exclave now in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Now we have another region
How
to go
could
to
you?
war.
How could you even manage that?
Oh, they have a sliver
What?
of Australia
Oh,
still.
disgusting.
It's Victoria.
No.
Well, the next time we go to war with them, we'll take a couple more states and that'll be added to the Bex.
And they didn't even have a port down here. God damn it.
Ugh. Well, we need to make one.
I hate poverty.
Where is the port? Is there a port being built? Maybe it needs a second.
Maybe.
It says there's only one in the region. Does this count? Oh, this is a part of New South Wales, so it's over here. That's fine. I built that so that it could have reach out into the Pacific anyway.
So can we start reaching out into those in New Zealand?
We can't reach New Zealand, but we're getting this one since these are apparently tied together. And that's a nation, apparently.
That's a nation whose color looks really similar to
Mhm.
the colonization color.
I don't. We could always take Formosa from them next time too.
Yeah.
And then these fucking rebels over here in Moldavia are just fomenting another revolution, and there's nothing we could do about it. A war between
The newspapers talk about the war beginning and it's already done.
It's very weird how, despite being so close to each other, the New Zealand people and the African people, or the Australian people, are not really related.
Separate trips. Separate trips on the big ol' ocean.
It's weird.
Do we go back to the conservatives now?
Yeah, reactionaries are
Yeah.
a little scary.
Mm-hmm.
They want us to fucking throw the impoverished in fucking murder pits. That's what they want us to do.
Oh, we gotta
It's a
wait
little bit
until
much.
next January.
We have to wait some months. We have to have them tell us things that they want us to do, and then we tell them no.
Mm-hmm. More factories finishing up after we dumped a whole economy's worth in there. Eventually. Can we build more? We can, in fact, build 39 more factories. We'll do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds delicious. Eventually.
may as well.
Our industrial score is going up by like 1 every 4 or 5 days now.
What's where are we gonna get to on that by the end of this?
Industrial score? I'd be surprised if we end it with less than like 4,000.
Nice.
Because that is going to go up exponentially when the factories become cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
The Namdroids.
The androids, we could.
Excuse me?
We could humiliate them.
Ooh.
We could get a Cassius Belay on them when the troops are in place.
Oh yeah.
We would lose a little bit of prestige, but we would be there, and we
who
could
gives a
do
shit?
it. Prestige means
Do
nothing
it.
to us at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, do it.
we can do it. Yeah. Tell them, okay, you insulted us. We invade
Alright,
you. We invade you.
I'll
We
fucking
smash
right
you.
then.
Okay, you asked
I'll
for
smash your
it.
goddamn hands.
You asked for it. It's like
The War of Honor.
the one
The
time,
Alba Anatolicolian War of Honor.
the one
Yes.
time in world history where Alba was insulted and they actually took offense. We were just
Maybe
lined
this will
up
be
on the border.
maybe this will be a
waiting.
fucking lesson to these countries that keep thinking they want to insult us.
Keep sending
like-
us their goddamn junk mail.
It's like, hey, occasionally we will respond and we will take your country.
Mm-hmm. Usually we throw it in the trash, but sometimes we send a reply that is a grenade.
Oh no, we're also at war with Armenia and Theodoro.
Oh no. Anyway.
Dig.
Dig deep.
Look, make sure to look at Africa because I remember the Namdroids had a serious army down there by Chad.
By
They still there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there they
Over
are.
that way.
Yep.
I will move you guys over this direction. Just to
Slowly make your way there.
They're gonna get on the choo-choo train, so.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we have rails there.
I am too, because they are coming.
Imagine
into
telling
our
them to just
territory.
trek through jungle Africa.
We're coming. We may have a whole continent to cross, but we are coming. A war
We're
between.
gonna take that before we get there.
Give me your country. Give me your country. Give me your country.
They're
give me your
blockading our
country.
Syrian territories. Could we fucking cease that shit?
Could we fucking ruin them?
Where
Yeah,
is the
please
Navy?
stay here.
I've heard tales that we have one.
We've got this one here. This is mostly transports, but they got some heavies in there. This one is a transport fleet, I believe. It's got a couple of light ships, though. I can just put all the light ships into one big force.
I still
Stick
do
that
wish we had
together.
like a combat-focused fleet that had delicious dreadnoughts. Okay.
We just gotta figure out how to make bigger ports. We have... didn't we learn the technology for it? Pretty sure we did. Yeah. We know how to make steamers. We just gotta do the Raider Group Doctrine.
I want big warships.
I want the big battleship.
It
Scares
hurts
the
my
shit out of
morale
the
when
little
we
man.
don't have one. We're about to lose like Aleppo. Actually, the region next to Aleppo.
I got men grouping up. We'll take
What
care
is
of
Aleppo?
What is it though?
it.
Where is it? What is it?
That's a reference to something.
It's not like EU4 where they're necessary for good trade income. We can just we don't really have to care about it, but it is Alban territory, so we're going to care about it.
Mm-hmm.
General is dead.
How is that battle going in Africa?
Give me a second. We got another war raging.
They're invading Egypt.
We got men in Basra. Go meet them.
Fucking
These are
stupid
most-
country fighting us on multiple fronts.
I think we can actually take this force. They don't have any cannons, I think. Yeah, they don't have.
You know
anything
how we have a path of becoming real psychic in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the weird names and the weird things that we say is like a strange early mimetic thing of that? It's like starting to manifest itself.
The Great Alliance.
The Great General is dead.
General.
Maybe we're starting to feel the vibrations.
We start speaking more through telepathy than through anything else.
Yes. You don't have to say his name because you know.
Mm-hmm. We feel the impression of his life on the entirety of humanity, and that is how we identify each other.
Maybe.
Those
Just
men
thought
walked
ahead.
into the tile, and like 1,300 men just died immediately.
Beautiful.
It's really mountainous. I'm
Which
sure
is
not
why
fun
we
to
have
move
to
through.
burn them out. Burn them out like the cockroach.
The Battle of Alexandria.
Yep, we killed them. And they are retreating. We're almost there. Do we have any other fronts?
I have
it?
to look for fronts.
These factories are done. I've been waiting for this. I've wanted war for these people.
We're gonna lose the battle in Anatolia.
Yeah.
Fucking Antioch.
In Antioch.
Yeah, in Antioch, next to Aleppo.
Oh, over there.
No. Well, and when that army dies, that means that's going to be more logistics you're going to have to do, making another army and shipping them to the Middle East.
Yeah. Do we give consciousness to the upper class or the middle class?
The middle class seems to like us, so let's give it to them this time.
They may have some. I guess I will bless you with thought.
Oh no, we lost
You
the
lost.
Battle of Antioch.
We lost 8 war score. No.
Oh no. We could add another war goal if we wanted. The people really still
Increase our
want war.
infamy. They'll increase our infamy though, and then the communism.
I want to crush. I want to grind your people to a paste, and I will smear them all over Alexandria.
I think I want to equip Alban troops with the Executioner's Wheel from Bloodborne. We have large wheels that we grind the enemies with. It represents Alban industry.
Oh, it will grind you to dust. Why are you not dead yet? Why are you not dead yet? Oh, wow. Wow.
Why have you not fallen?
And you, how dare you,
Taking over Greece.
stealing Athens from under my nose.
If you could kill a couple people around there, that'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't mind if I do. Killed that ship. We surrounded it with 40 torpedo boats and shot it to hell. The Namdroids are willing to surrender. If we don't want to get anything else out of this war, we should probably just take it. Unless you want to just kick their legs out.
I'm thinking. We can accept the treaty, and then whenever the treaty's over, we'll steal their colonies. By then, our infamy score should be relaxed.
We just got a free war on them.
Yeah.
We got to kill a couple thousand of them for free.
And then the next time we go to war with them, the start of our war will be a little bit more organized. Not us telling all our men forward, you know.
Yeah.
But I like telling them forward. It's very succinct.
I
Gets straight to the
know.
point.
It's simple, easy to understand.
It's like if you do a total war speech before your battle and you just said, "Get that thing for me!"
I liked how our war with France played out. It was very methodical.
It was an industrial war, a true war,
Lines are squeezing in.
a modern war.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually. The Powhatan fear us.
Who?
Exactly.
I can't even begin to understand who that is. Some sort of Native Americans, maybe?
Yeah.
I would assume the brothers Karamazov.
The Brothers Karamazov has been written.
Fyodor Dostoevsky has written his magnum opus.
Oh, we had a battle where we lost 1,000. Oh no, I read that differently. I thought we lost 1,000 men to the enemy, losing 8,000.
Oh.
Alban troops are too good for that. Alban troops do not die.
Alban planes do not crash.
They don't. They never have, never will.
People are lying. Thebian lies.
Who told you such deviant lies? Losing an Olympic team?
I want that to be how the Alban government treats the emperor.
Yes.
The emperor fucking has a heart attack, and then people enter his bedchambers, and they're like in grief, like public grief, just in case anyone's watching. Grown men getting down on their hands and knees, like, "Oh God, no!"
I mean, he is the vicar of God on Earth.
Yeah, you have to throw yourself onto the ground weeping openly.
The emperor will get you in the afterlife if you don't.
He will.
We now have Spice Island colonies.
Good. Love it.
We've painted some red over here now.
Huzzah!
It's beautiful.
And this port will be finished in 83. In the meantime, we can probably build another port over here. They're building a railroad there. They're in the process of railroading all of Australia. So we'll build one in Perth. How about that?
You know what? We've actually gone full circle because the Alba started in Perth and like Scotland, and now we have Perth in Australia as well. From Perth, the Alban Empire's from
like
Perth
fully,
to Perth.
fully an antipode in a way.
You could just take the map and like draw a line from Perth to Perth. It's like this is what Alba
Directly
owns.
through the middle.
This one's important. Do I build the port in Port Lincoln or Port Augusta?
Augusta.
I agree.
It's
Augusta's
like
got a cooler
Caesar.
port. I like the natural bay they have.
I like Port Augusta. Holy site disturbed? Who cares? Disturb it more. Shit on it, maybe.
I mean, it's
Throw
just a
handbags full of feces at it.
place. Just a random place. Who gives a shit?
People don't live there. Why do we care?
I'm noticing our average militancy is getting rather worrisome.
Yeah.
The militancy's kind of always been high. It's just been balanced out by the relatively low status of our consciousness.
And our consciousness is going up because of how high the infamy is.
Yeah.
We need to chill.
I know, but I want to like do the exact opposite.
I know. I think we're not allowed to invade anyone until 1884 or 1885.
I guess.
Because even with us pressing the button, we're now getting to the point where the game's like, you are not playing this the way we want you to.
Fucking paradox.
I know.
Fine, we will
Like,
just
but-
build up
it's like, but
until
we
you
have
tell us we can go.
Millions. We have so many in the bank. Why can I not?
I just see all of Victoria as training for Hearts of Iron.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you get the racehorse, right? And this is us taking it to the track every day and feeding it good food and making sure
We
it has everything
still
it
need to
needs.
take the Mediterranean coast of France.
Yeah,
do.
That's still on the to-do list.
It is.
There's our mining increase. Do we want to do army stuff or industry stuff or other stuff? Oh, we can do more. We can do more research.
What does electricity do?
Electricity.
More supply limit and a couple of other good things.
It also has a lovely image.
This one is actually a really big one. It is where we start using the electricity and doing the Nikola Tesla and the Thomas Edison.
I would like to.
Maybe we should get
electricity.
Maybe we should get the research one and then get electricity.
We could do that.
Yeah.
What's the little inventions it has in this one, by the way?
Phenomenology and hermeneutics.
These just give prestige, but they give 20 prestige.
Oh, that's good. Get off that. Get off that. Move. Oh, God. That cat's trying to terrorist bomb my computer.
Log, but get rid
Nationalist
of the ringleaders.
officers.
Get rid of all the people in charge. Every one of them. They're Danes. They're goddamn Danish.
They're delicious.
Filled with green
cheesy
cheese.
insides.
Now hold on here. Are they filled with regular cheese or are they filled with some cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Well, I do love me a good cream cheese. Don't you know?
Fucking feta. Powdered sugar and feta.
Fill it with feta and sprinkle it with Parmesan.
The reactionaries are finally in charge. It's time for us to remove them from office.
Yay, go away. They want to do They want slavery back.
Okay, calm the fuck down.
We gotta wait 2 more weeks. Enough for them to put out a budget.
Get over it.
In the future, we're going to have to put the reactionaries in charge well before the wars begin.
What is this? What are you doing?
Some nationalists have taken over bits of Alba.
I want to get rid of anything Scandinavian.
Some more nude men are about to fucking raid one of the Emperor's tombs up there again.
No.
Those tombs have been raided
that's
so
where
much.
that's where Tyler's buried.
Tyler and his first heir.
It's already been raided several times.
There are 2 emperors buried up there.
Oh.
It's very rude of them. I'm not happy.
That was during a time where the French, through a series of events, was ruling the capital, the old capital in Scotland.
I'm not happy, Bob.
And so the Emperor decided, I'm going to be buried up here, I guess, because the old burial grounds are controlled by the French.
It's far away.
Our economy's bounced back, by the way. Maybe it was doing a big wallop to the Anatolaconians that fixed it.
Maybe.
The Tunisians have invented the power loom, which I believe we invented in like the 1850s. So they're a little behind.
Bless their hearts.
Bless their hearts. Our military is the percentage of the military that is currently in use is decreasing steadily as our cap increases. We could theoretically recruit 151 regiments from Africa.
Just cause.
Just vast untapped potential. Go fix Norderheim.
Norderheim.
Why do you want to be independent? Who told you this? Who told you these lies?
Who do you think you are, you stupid piece of shit?
These Stevian lies about independence.
No one has ever been independent before. It's unheard of. It's impossible.
Ammunition area effect calculations by making statistical standard measurements of how much ammunition was needed to give the right effect against a predefined size of enemy unit in a predefined square area. Combat became more cost efficient.
Nice.
We figured out how many men need to stand side by side in order to kill that many men. Can we spend more more money on factories. We've got another 27 factories we can upgrade. Lazy natives.
When we get to Stellaris, I imagine Alban Emperor's looking like Xerxes and 300. I want him to be on like a big diocese carried, and he has like a gold chain going from like his ear to his nose. That's how we will look like in the future in space.
And speak with the voice of Darth Vader.
Yes.
Is there any colonization stuff I can do? I think I have another year before this is done. Yeah. December 23rd of next year. I want
Always
you.
more colonies.
I want you, New Zealand. I want you.
You're right there. You're so takeable.
You're so takeable. God,
Just laying there looking like you want it.
Oh, I want to put my seed in you.
My red seed.
Mexico and Andalusia are at war. I actually think Mexico's going to really win that.
Yeah, Mexico's going to tell Andalusia to get out of North America.
They're taking California. Or the rest of California, I should say, since their capital is fucking San Diego.
Lynchings of members of the SNA have become commonplace across the heartlands of America. Should the state intervene to stop this practice? Should the government stop lynchings going on there? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. It's certainly not my problem.
I don't like the USA. They're no good.
The Mason-Dixon line does not exist, so there's no clear way to delineate who's going to own people and not.
I thought they were going to have a conversation, but they never seem to. So it's just real bad.
They've just slowly gotten worse and worse. You can go from hold on. You can go from fucking West Virginia, cross over into Ohio, and then become enslaved, and then escape over from Cincinnati into Indianapolis to be fucking free. And that's the Underground Railroad. I love it. I also think we should have inordinately tall fucking Alban Emperors, Samuel. I see what you posted there in the Discord, and you can join the Discord too if you type in !Discord into our
Can you?
Into our
is that possible?
I know it's a thing you can do. If you type !Discord into the stream chat, you can get it. Well, does it still? Do you have to have like a key? I don't remember if whenever we set this up, it had to have like a key that technically you put in somewhere in order to let you join it or whatever. But I think as long as you still type in !Discord, it should still work. As far as I know.
What are you saying?
In the Nightbot, if you're doing it in the thing, in the stream chat, you should be able to just type in !Discord, and I don't think there's anything. I feel like there was a key that you could also put in there. That would
a key,
like an ID key for an invite for Discord. I don't. Maybe it was for something.
I don't know
else.
what you're saying.
Willie, I can't remember. What do I need to type in to join the Discord?
I think it's !Discord. You can either you can probably capitalize that if you want, but I don't think you want to do that.
Then you go to the secret Discord land where things get real scary.
That takes you to our oubliette.
You don't want to go there.
No,
like
sir.
being there.
Oh yeah, stop dying in the desert. Like, please.
I really want a GIF of electricity. It's not one of the main scenes, so I know nobody else has done it, and so I'm gonna have to do it at some point because to me it's a very important moment.
Yeah.
But I don't think the rest of the internet understands how important it is.
You reference it often.
So I feel like I need a GIF available for me to use.
You know, I'm a big fan of GIFs.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I could not do it.
I felt you go silent for a minute.
Yeah.
I knew what was going on in your mind.
Gears are
I knew
going.
it.
I mean, I do agree with you, William, but I wouldn't do what you just did.
Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. People say it either way. It doesn't
I know,
matter.
but it just feels better in my ear. Okay.
Okay. You can translate that in your mind if you want to.
Oh, there's a French opium war going on with China.
Oh.
Well, that's cool.
I think it's over though.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did France
Maybe
win?
the Chinese won.
Did they?
I assume France won. I mean, the Ming Empire, they have a military, but they don't. They're an uncivilized nation, so they don't even.
The Ming
have
Empire's
proper
military
military.
rating is second in the world.
Yeah, but that's from sheer numbers.
Yeah.
They don't even have like proper weaponry.
Maybe the French sent like an expeditionary force of like 10,000 guys, and then 800,000 Chinese men stabbed them to death.
In Victoria 3, if you try and play as China and the first Opium War starts or whatever, the British try to take Beijing and they send like 30,000 men, and you sit there with like 200,000 and they just cut through you like chaff. There's nothing you can do. You just roll over and you're just like, okay, I guess I'll get high on opium while you do what you're going to do to me.
Do with me what you will.
Should we send out the big recruitment order in Africa?
I think you should.
Yeah.
Why not? Just do it.
Every man a gun.
Mm-hmm.
We can organize them in like Chad or something like that.
Yeah.
We do have an unofficial capital of Africa down here in Grand Bassam. I've got a fort. I've got a level 2 naval base. Oh. The Ming Empire grants extraterritoriality. News reaches us from the Ming Empire that they have decided to allow foreigners to be tried according to the laws of their native countries, doubtlessly caused by pressure from within the circles of the great powers. This is good news nonetheless. Oh, we gained prestige because the French beat the shit out of them. Nice.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
and Ukraine's
fine.
bankrupt.
Oh, nice.
We were loaning them money. It was probably like $200. $120 actually.
Oh, some pocket change.
We don't even notice that it's gone. We'll just build another fort there.
I mean, I was talking about how ridiculously wealthy our empire is. The other countries like, I need 300.
The economic difference between us and the rest of the world, just like on aggregate, it's probably about even, I would say. One of our traders was turned away from the port in Taiju some time ago. Apparently, he was discovered by local customs officials trying to smuggle opium, despite the Ming ban on opium imports.
We're going to invade China.
A liberal politician in the lower house has addressed the matter. The right to trade freely and openly across the seas and on land is one of the unalienable rights of mankind. Our rights have been denied in the Ming Empire, and I, for one, wonder how long the government will stand for these slights at the hands of uncivilized heathens. We have a chance to demand free trade. I think that's an Alban thing we would do.
Is it time for Alba to invade China? Has the rod of Alba grown long enough that it reaches Beijing?
Perhaps.
I think so. We are in the South China Sea now.
Yeah. The game is telling me I should care about them now.
The trade disputes between the Ming Empire and the Great Powers have been ongoing since the latter half of the 18th century. Tensions finally escalated to the boiling point of 1882, when Ming officials had reportedly turned down the Al-Aj's request for unlimited trade access, including a lifting of the ban on the sale of opium. The Al-Aj government, already deeply invested in the policy of confrontation, found itself with no options but to declare war. Thus, the Al-Aj Ming Opium War begun. We lost some prestige, but we gained the casus belli, and I assume we are immediately going to use it.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Airborne success? La France, a French military airship, becomes first powered airship to make a successful round trip.
No. Fuck them. I hate France.
I do too.
An airship called the France.
It's so stupid.
So, we're gonna declare war, right?
Yeah, and I guess we're gonna have to ship some troops over there, huh?
Yeah.
We get reparations.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alderoth happened because we took 50 different languages and put them in the melting pot and made a new one.
Mm-hmm.
He's
So
really
we're now
behind,
Alaj.
huh?
Yeah, that happened years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A long, long time ago.
That's what happens when you take the entirety of Europe's languages together.
And you put them in a jar and shake them up.
You get Alaj.
First, we got to get a transport ship over. And I guess...
The era of Alba being referred to as Alba is gone.
It's
Going to be the Alajaj. It's going to get worse.
Alaj.
Prince Ali Baba.
Gold Rush in... Is that Australia? I think it's Australia.
Gibson's Desert. That
Nice.
sounds Australian.
I think so.
We're finding
I'm
so
glad
much
I just took that recently.
gold. We're making so much money off of gold. How much are we making specifically off of gold, actually? Only
147 a day.
That's actually not that much at all. I'm surprised.
It'd be a lot for a normal country.
It would be.
Yeah.
But we are no normal country. We will keep them ignorant. They will not learn correctly.
But the other one gives us keep them ignorant.
Yeah.
Keep them stupid. Keep them stupid.
Keep them ignorant. We're teaching them Alban.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching them the Alban language.
We have a 42% literacy rate.
We do. Which is really, really good for our time period.
Yeah, really good for the 1880s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll get you guys. Transport you.
Can we conquer Hong Kong?
We can actually.
Ooh.
Get Alba into the door of China.
Mm-hmm.
We'll send this army over to Hong Kong, and then while they are taking and getting a foothold, we'll send up this army from down here, because I don't think
I wonder what the difference in military technology between us and China is.
Oh my god.
A lot.
I truly imagine they're still, like, lighting their muskets, like, with actual torches.
No.
Like, full-on Mulan shit over there.
So I started working on electricity, and I have a question for the group. What do we think the Formica table meant?
One more time?
I say group, but it was more directed towards Alex.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Formica table. Green is its color. What did that mean?
You know, I remember when we watched that originally, I asked that question. We never really answered it.
Mm-hmm. Then we moved on.
He goes on about what the material of the table is.
Mm-hmm. What did that mean? Everything else in that scene, I understand.
How was that spelled? I'm gonna look that up.
Formica.
John Stuart Mill.
It's like, is that relevant?
He's the father of utilitarianism.
I'm on some weird website, and I'm learning about Formica.
Isn't that just a type of rock?
No, it's a plastic.
Used as an electrical shielding material.
Oh.
I'm on this. I'm on Himmel.com. Okay.
Oh, I went to Wikipedia.
And the original product of the company was created as a substitute for mica, an insulating substance that's used as the electrical shielding material.
Interesting. Does a Formica table green as its color? Oh, is that the ring? The ring was protecting for a time? Green is its color. This is a Formica table. It protects you from the electricity.
Is the ring supposed to be the gem in the ring supposed to be Formica?
Maybe. I don't know. But would that would maybe the table represents the ring?
I look at my ring really hard. Showtime. I'm gonna look up what the actual ring that I'm wearing is made out of. Because I never bothered to look at what the green bit's made out of. I just know it's gold and something.
Okay, we have arrived in the Far East, and we are setting a foothold.
A video entitled "Interpreting the Green Formica Table in Firewalk with Me." Might be.
Yeah.
How long is the video?
2 minutes.
Oh, I'm surprised. I fully.
It is also
expected it
one
to be
line
too
of
long.
dialogue, so.
Fair. We have Hong Kong.
Nice.
I do wonder what they're going to send at us, though. But while we're here in Hong Kong, we're just going to dig in.
Might as well. It's ours. Belongs to us. Obviously.
It sure does. Hesse Nassau. You get on that boat, mister. Tensions in Northerheim. Look, people, we didn't start this war, okay?
We didn't. It just kind of happens. Sometimes we fall into wars.
Sometimes you just slip and fall, and then you're doing a bit of a genocide on the other side of the planet. It just happens.
Sometimes you slip and your long rod just goes right into some wars.
Okay.
Green is its color. Our world. Formica table. Green is its color. Our world. People have confirmed that the ring is supposed to be made of Formica. The green part of it.
Smallpox.
God damn it.
God damn it.
It's a horrible image.
Wow.
It is. It's very horrible.
We could either try and help people and the people of Western Sahara gain some consciousness, or we let them die and they lose militancy.
Let them fucking die.
I mean,
I've never heard of
argument kinda makes
smallpox.
itself.
We
I don't
told
think it
them to
exists.
fucking take a vaccine and they started fucking protesting, so we told them, you know what then? Fuck off.
We now have people over here dying on the other side of the world for Alban interests, as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Get up
People
there.
who, for the first time,
I
are
like
like
the Chinese
Alba? What is an
model
Alba?
soldier.
Oh, yeah.
They look fairly modern.
Oh, we're just slaughtering.
Yes?
This ain't fair.
I
Well,
know.
Well, no, that's not. If it was fair, we wouldn't have just done it.
True. So now we start working our way north to Beijing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sack
yeah.
the Forbidden Palace.
Burn it all.
There are Albans in the Forbidden Palace.
There are
Yeah.
no railroads in this country.
Oh, how do they get
Whereas
around?
Europe is just crisscrossed with them. They use their fucking. They just.
God!
Krakatoa!
Krakatoa!
It's
Eruption.
fucking went blam. All our fucking colonies.
We're
are just
over
waiting
there
up till they
now.
get
We're
wiped
over there
out.
now.
the
Shit.
eruption of the Krakatoa volcano and the resultant tsunami left over 36,500 dead in the Dutch East Indies. Oh, we
I bet you
live
way
there
more
now.
died.
No.
Yeah.
And the sound of the eruption was heard 3,000 miles away at Rodriguez Island in the Indian Ocean. The explosion had a tremendous global impact, with the sky darkening worldwide for years afterwards, producing intensely red sunsets and other optical effects, as well as global average
Like
temperature
Star
dropping by
Wars.
more than a degree Celsius.
Oh. that happens, and we have people over there that can tell us what happened because we saw it.
They get on the telegraph and they go, and we're like, oh shit's going down.
I do imagine
within
Alba,
a 24-hour period, the Emperor will hear that Krakatoa exploded.
Alba is probably the reason telegraphs will spread around the world.
Oh yeah.
We have to. We can't. How would we talk to our people without it?
That's true. There are just simply too many people to talk to otherwise.
Too many people. They're too spread far away.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We've got you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. Oh, yes. Bring more. Yes. See what happens. It will not end well for you. We won the Battle of Pingle and the Battle of Shaoshu.
Pingle does not sound Chinese to me.
It does.
It is Pingle.
That sounds like a word we would come up with. It sounds Chinese.
It's
like, this is Pingle.
Go to Pingle over there.
I like you not thinking.
Stop thinking, you. You turn your brain off.
You go save Hong Kong. Because they don't have any railroads, our armies are actually taking some attrition around here.
I mean, we have to break our armies up into smaller groups.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of it, but I guess we might have to. Oh, war between Guangzhou and the Ming Empire?
Oh, is it time for the Ming to stop happening?
Maybe.
Guangzhou's that tiny little region over there.
They are tiny, but maybe they'd be able to actually do something if they're preoccupied with us slaughtering like a third of their country. I'll just split you.
Maybe fucking China will shatter and a couple European countries will get various territories over here.
That would make me hard.
Mm-hmm. Just like for free. It's like, here, you get these territories, these territories, these territories.
Be very nice.
And we have finished our research in 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. Gimme, 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 gimme.
Electricity.
Electricity.
I wonder if in the Great Change to Hearts of Iron, if it's a situation where we need to make sure we have all the text in this game done before we move on.
Is that something we need to do?
It never hurts.
That was something we needed to do in EU4.
When I was transferring over in my Super France playthrough, I just ended up having all the stuff. But I went through a liberal phase and then went from liberalism into hard fascism. That get you everything you need because the fascists love social policies, and yeah. It was pretty easy after that. I just gave them the best research, or the best schools, and all of the best pensions and stuff. And everyone was happy and healthy. And then I conquered the world.
I'm reading everything. That changes in the conversion now.
Probably
Where do you see
not a bad
that?
idea.
In the Hearts of Iron 4 wiki. All Paradox games have wikis for them, and they are very detailed.
Okay. Have the Africans gotten their recruiting papers yet? It doesn't look like it. You go back to Grand Bassam. The African capital needs its fucking protectors. I think we should have a capital on every continent.
I like that.
We have this one at Palmerston here on Australia. We have Grand Bassam in Africa. Asia, I assume, will be Hong Kong. Well, maybe we'll take something in the Western Hemisphere at some point.
What would that be? Is there any takeable things over there?
I mean, not unless we want to steal from Sweden or Andalusia some more.
The population of Victoria 2 is directly converted to manpower in Hearts of Iron 4.
Directly converted. I like that.
That's what it says, yeah. We will have unlimited.
We will. Realistically, oh, there's a lot of them. They're starting over in the Middle East, I see. Realistically, we should be able to increase our population to like the 200 millions by the end of this game, if not more. Because once we finish, one of the things in electricity is X-rays, which increases our population growth. And we still can do better healthcare stuff. Which each level that we do in that is like another 0.2% population. Oh, you've fallen for my trap. You've fallen for my trap.
I don't know what infrastructure means in Hearts of Iron, but all states will have 3 infrastructure. For each 2 levels of rails, on average in a state, that'll give a point of infrastructure. For having 4 factories, that'll give another infrastructure. Having 6 factories in the state, that'll give another infrastructure, and you'll get another infrastructure of 10 factories.
Interesting.
Per state.
Infrastructure in Hearts of Iron essentially just translates to like, are there streets?
Okay.
Just makes everything all around better.
So there's going to be a lot of places in Germany when we go over, like Germany and France's infrastructure level is going to be really high.
Mm-hmm.
We get 1 factory slot per 120,000 people living in a region.
I need more people. Free trade. Oh, they did the same thing.
Did they?
I think we just demand again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Huzzah!
You asked for it.
Huzzah! Yeah!
As we're literally in the south of your country slaughtering your people.
I don't think China's any good.
Chinese emperors are known to be really insane and up their own ass, even more than Alban emperors.
You see that opium problem there?
The opium problem. Well, at least their consciousness is going down, so good for them.
Good for them. I'm happy for them.
That's whenever Alba gets really bad, and we immediately start fucking making our troops. We make our population like, take the opium. Take the opium.
Take it.
You need
Stop
it.
thinking. Cease your thoughts.
Can I send this navy up north to blockade something important? Beijing is landlocked, so no.
Well, they have a bunch of theoretically a bunch of trading ports up there. Just blockade the shit out of it. That'll make them sad.
Go to Korea Bay, if that won't give you attrition.
Okay, so we need as many factories as possible in the conversion over.
Yes, we do.
Because the factories convert to a lot of different things in the Hearts of Iron.
They sure do, and factories are the most important
More
thing
factories gives you more air bases and stuff like that when you go into Hearts of Iron.
Greek uprising. Oh, the Greek nationalism stuff is starting.
Wonderful.
Oh, of course it is, obviously.
Disperse them.
Disperse them. Make them stop. Please go home.
Forts are not converted to Hearts of Iron.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh, I thought higher level forts got converted. You won't let us trade in Quanzhou? We're gonna take Quanzhou.
Obviously, we deserve to be able to do that.
We can spend 50 cents to have the bad from this. Tuberculosis. In South Angola, who cares?
Oh, who gives a shit? We can say that about so many places.
Mm-hmm.
Krakatoa.
Our ideology we'll have in Hearts of Iron 4 will be absolutism, by the way.
Okay, good.
Because as an absolute monarchy, we will convert over to absolutism.
I do like absolutism. It is not a thing that is in the base game, so it's not a thing I have much experience with.
We're technically in the non-aligned category.
I think when I transferred over, it was its own thing. But
It's like in the neutral, like non-aligned sort of thing, but it's not in the there's like the Democratic group,
and
then there's like the communist group, fascist group, and the non-aligned one.
Yeah.
And the absolutists are like a sub-faction of the non-aligned.
Okay. they're not even stopping us. Did we kill all their men? I think we killed most of their men.
Oh.
They have not mobilized. I'm not sure if they can.
Okay, so the texts that we start with in Hearts of Iron 4 are based on inventions that we had in Victoria 2.
Oh.
So the inventions that we need in total are post-Napoleonic thought, tank experiments, tank exploits, modern army doctrine, bolt-action rifles, modern divisional structure, light tank, Daimler's automobile, heavy artillery, aeronautics, early interwar bombers, late interwar bombers, early interwar fighters, late interwar fighters, Great War experience, oil-driven ships, advanced cruisers, advanced battleships, modern battleships, and synthetic polymers. Those are all of the inventions that we need to have before we transfer
Most of those are final tier army or navy stuff or industry stuff.
We need that shit before we go over because it'll give us things when we go into Hearts of Iron.
Well, I am perfectly okay with that. I think we really did just kill like their entire military. Because we haven't seen a single army in a while.
Absolutists and fascists can get along, by the way. So if a fascist state does happen, we can be like, hey, we cool?
We're cool, right? We're cool.
If, like, fucking Turad decides it wants to be a fascist state or something, might be able to be like, hey, we could be cool.
Look, we're both superior in our own way, but you will respect me, right?
You must.
The price of oil has dropped like a rock.
The unit conversions are confusing.
Don't even worry about that. That's just going to be a whole thing we have to fix.
I know that if we could make guards, they would convert over to motorized brigades.
Oh, great.
So we will start Hearts of Iron with no motorized brigades at all because we can't make guards because of reasons.
The motorized stuff is pretty easy to make, though. The motorized infantry in Hearts of Iron just uses trucks, and we'll be able to make like 100 trucks a day with our industry.
Navy is more straightforward. Man of wars and frigates are not converted. I think they just fucking turn into ash. Ironclads become light cruisers, battleships become heavy cruisers, dreadnoughts become battleships, commerce raiders become destroyers, monitors and cruisers become light cruisers, and clippers and steam transports become transports. So we're gonna have a lot of destroyers because I saw we have a fuck ton of commerce raiders.
There is a
but potentially no cruisers or battleships.
Oh, I like this one. On the bottom left. This socialism will destroy Western civilization. Why, it will empower the working classes, allowing them to believe they're as good and worthy as the rich. Pish and Fipsy.
Pish and Fipsy, I say.
Pish and Fipsy.
Absolutely. Wait, what was that Lunatics Act?
The Lunatics Act?
Wait, what was that?
Lunatics Act?
Recent legislation requires ship owners to pay a fine should their arriving vessel discharge into the ports of this country a person or persons assessed as lunatics, idiots, or convicts.
I see. So if you have a ship that's discharging fucking dangerous lunatics, they'll be fined. It's like, how dare you? You can't just do that.
Do we shit on the middle class or the upper class?
I don't like it.
It makes me unhappy.
I guess the middle class and will lower their taxes and they'll get over it.
Yes.
We can lower their taxes. Do you want to go ahead and do that?
Let's lower their taxes by a bit. Let's lower it by 5%, okay? Here, take that. I lowered your taxes. No one be angry at me.
Who cares? Who cares if you want to be independent? You're not people.
I have been told that lowering taxes makes people happy.
It's been said.
The Philippines wants independence, but I don't know what part of the Philippines, and I don't care. Pish and Fipsy.
Pish and Fipsy.
Wouldn't it be great if we can make the world tension go up in Hearts of Iron by fucking annexing all these nothing countries in Europe?
Oh, yeah.
That would be nice.
We tell them you're ready to be annexed by Alba. If you don't like it, we'll kill you all. We'll bomb your capital.
Oh, China, you offer peace? Well, do we want a thing first? Do we want Hong Kong?
No, our infamy's 51. We can't.
But Hong Kong.
But
I know,
Hong
but we
Kong and
can't.
Macau.
We
but
can't.
I
It's
know, but I
only
want
five.
it.
It's only
We
five.
can't.
infamy.
It's only
It's only
five.
Our
five
infamy, our fucking consciousness, and our
I
militancy,
know.
all that
It's only
shit.
five.
We
It's
can
only
have
five.
it. It's
We
just a little bit.
can't. We
can't.
cannot.
But we can't.
We still have to invade France, and we have to invade the Namdroids, and that all costs infamy.
Can't we just relax for a little bit?
That's what we said all those other times, and instead we went to war. The war with the Namdroids and the war with the Chinese, both of those were during times we were supposed to be relaxing.
That was us relaxing.
Well, then it seems like it won't be an issue.
Just humiliate them and get fucking money out of
But
their
I
pockets.
really,
But
really
we could
want
just
Hong
take it.
Kong.
We could just take it.
We can't.
Well, you know, it is a democracy.
It's a bad idea.
Jordan, what do you think?
Our infamy levels are so high. Our fucking people. I will tell you, the consciousness of our people went from 1.5 to 2.5 in like the past 10 years.
Well, I am aware. And it will go down if we relax after.
It will go down when we relax, but if we keep taking things, that's not relaxing.
Well,
At this rate, we're going to have to stop going to war for the rest of Victoria for us to fucking get down to infamy levels that are acceptable.
The war is already here, right? And we kind of want to focus more on our economy so that we're ready anyway.
But we still want to take. We want to take southern France, and that's going to be like 10 infamy. And we want to take over. We want to kick the Aboriginals out of Australia, and that's going to cause infamy. And we want to kick the Andalusians out of Africa, and that's going to cause infamy. We want to take Formosa from it. That's going to cost it. What time are we supposed to do that?
If we take Hong Kong, we don't have to take Formosa, because that would be the same infamy, and it's basically the same area.
Well, no, it's an island, so it's easier to defend, but...
I mean, yeah, but it's basically like Gibraltar. All we gotta do is sit some people there.
I mean, I've said my piece, that I think it's a bad idea.
Jordan, what do you think?
I think many things. Stupid fucking infamy goes down so slowly.
It does.
It does, and you know, it's miraculous how it doesn't go down when we go to invade other countries constantly.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I don't want the communists.
I remember in like 1878, I'm like, let's not go to war for a minute, and we've had like 5 wars since then.
Shall we propose peace then? Because there's not really a reason for us to keep the
Humiliate
war.
them. That was the reason we had it, to cut them down in size.
We cut them down, and they give us reparations.
Good.
I love reparations.
I love it.
You know, we're gonna go down here, and you're not gonna stop us while we leave. But we are gonna go through the territory that we pillaged and burned. Be grateful we didn't take more.
They won't be. They don't
They
understand.
certainly won't.
They won't. Naval base in Port Augusta. Does that mean we can reach here yet? We can.
Just like, you know, to take New Zealand and let that fill your fucking venomous hunger.
I
just have a hole in my soul, and I want to fill it with land.
We're gonna take Fiji as well.
I just want. Is that so bad?
Mm-hmm.
Andalusia.
I desire.
Is there anything else out here that is unowned? It's all stolen by the Swedes and Andalusians.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. We'll let that go. look at all the money we're making because we're getting $282 every day in reparations.
Yay!
Who cares? Eventually.
Intervene eventually.
Eventually.
We're almost done discovering electricity. Intervene eventually. Tensions in Slovakia. They've been under rebel siege for so long. They've decided they want to be their own country, but we'll see how that goes.
Maybe we can move on to the next game before they even get around to it.
Maybe. It would be nice. Get on that goddamn boat. Build boats and go out into the ocean and get on those boats.
I like that it didn't take us very long at all to mobilize to invade fucking China.
We want to put the conservatives back, right?
Yeah.
Now that
They
the
don't
war
say
is
they don't say
done.
that we should reinstitute slavery.
Yeah.
It's
They
just
like
so crazy.
the old ways.
You free the slaves and it's like, I want slavery back right now. You tell them that was just a joke.
I guess that is what happens when you put the former slave owners in parliament.
Mm-hmm. You tell them you were kidding.
That's the one in Port Augusta. Conservatives are now there. Electricity. We have electricity now.
In the files, infamy is called bad boy points.
I like it.
Alba has a lot of bad boy points.
We sure do. Is there anything in particular we want to start working toward? Or do we want to just start maxing out stuff?
It's 1885, so it's gonna take it. We have like another 15 years before we get the next like tier of stuff. We could just go hard army.
Yeah.
Good.
Because by the time we cut through like a lot of the backlog in army we have, we'll be up to the point where we'll get to like the next stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We should be able to finish this one by July 14th. We got that army back in Australia. We'll send this army back over to Africa.
We lose 1/10 of a point of infamy per month.
Ugh, disgusting.
That's while we're at war.
I wish
No,
it
that's
was just
when,
like
no, that's when
I-
we're at peace.
Yeah.
When we're at
Yeah,
war,
it's
it's
point
it's 0.033
nothing,
when we're at
nothing.
war.
Even better.
When we're
I
at
wish I
peace,
could
it's
just
0.1.
pay for it to go away.
I know.
The people of the world don't like to be dismissed like that.
The people of the world are Alban.
That is true. They are the only
Just
people.
get over it.
Who gives a hoot?
Who gives a
So
shit?
many fucking religious places. Are we supposed to care about every single one of them?
We realistically probably need to wait until 1890 before we do another war.
Guess, yeah.
Unless a free war gets offered to us again.
Because
Unless they give
that'll
a
get
nice
us
freebie.
that'll get our infamy down to like 44,
The
45.
second
Liberal
liberal
two has
party's been
formed.
formed.
They have different
Why,
ideas than the
yeah.
other liberal parties.
They're splitting the vote.
Mm-hmm.
The Edison light bulb.
Ooh.
We now have electric gears, and we're going to start making electric gear factories. Lazy natives. Do we want to do anything else? We can do some more reforms. We could do healthcare if we wanted.
I'm not interested in
I
healthcare.
accidentally clicked
Oh.
it.
Okay.
You have your funny
Okay.
fingers. That's a willy. That's a willyism.
Okay, I guess you now have health care.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
Whoops.
downsides. It didn't even
I
make anybody
suppose.
angry about it. It's fine.
That's just the good old fashioned willyism. I do believe on stream that's like the 9th time you've done something like that. Out of stream, that number's much higher.
yeah.
But we have verifiable proof of like 9 times.
That's how Alfred died in Bloodborne.
It is.
Yeah.
Your horrible gamer fingers.
That one was less because I was twitching and more because I didn't know, and so I just assumed I needed to attack.
I think you're spiked up, is what you must be. You're just like your hands are shaking.
I gotta press the buttons.
I got one of them hair trigger mouses, okay?
You get so excited. There's a lot of close calls in Bloodborne as well, I remember, where the swinging was happening. It's like, and have to direct it away.
A sword will go about 2 inches from another person's like ribs.
Shit on the rich or the middle class.
Really want us to make decisions.
Shit on the rich. We already shat on the middle class earlier, the bastards.
Spread the shit around.
Gotta smear it all over the walls. We could let some of the farmers keep it. They lose some militancy and consciousness. It's tea.
I love tea.
I do love tea.
What's our infamy? What's our consciousness math right now?
Once it drops,
Okay, so it's going up by. Okay, I've looked up the numbers and I'm doing math now.
When did the bad numbers happen?
Right. 36. Okay, so we will likely get consciousness up to 3 before we start fixing it. Before it'll come down if we don't do any more wars.
What is the point where it's bad?
Well, that number up there is like is as an average. Because there are some populations that we have that are probably like fully conscious and it's like I hate the emperor, I want to be a communist, right? But that's like 10 would be the max. If it was 10, that means all the populations of Alba are fully conscious and they're ready to go. So it being 2.5 is kind of like saying it's like 25% of the Alban population is like, let's go, come on, let's kill.
I see.
Yeah, so whenever I say it's going to trend upward to about 3 before it starts going back down again. That's why I'm like, we really need to pull the infamy down. It's way too high.
We've got telephones now.
On the telly.
Nice.
Just think, in the past 10 years, we've gone from telegraphs to telephones.
God.
You can hear another person talking on the other phone.
How did the Mexican Andalusian War go? Mexico's really big. Mexico's border.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico borders where fucking Canada would be.
Oh, look at Washington. It's fun little Washington.
Oh yeah, Washington has like 1.5 million people living in it.
Oh, 2 million. It was 1.9 million.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that increased a lot since we started.
They're humping a lot.
Lazy natives. And then that one has 770,000.
That's Walla Walla, Washington.
Spokane and Walla Walla together have like 3 million.
That means in Hearts
people.
of Iron, they might have a lot of factory slots over there.
They might.
Some of these places, these random places with huge populations might have really high infrastructure and really high factory slots when we go into Hearts of Iron. And they will start cranking out fucking machine guns.
First Farmers Bank of Janina is part of the Greek resistance. Do we nationalize the bank? That makes them all very militant.
That makes a lot of militancy.
Shut it down but let them keep their money. That's a little bit of militancy, not as much. Or let nothing happen.
I want that middle option there. I want to shut it down and give them the cash because the other thing scares me. The other's frightened.
Enforce the al-Ad's curricula.
We're making so much coal that one of our top exports is coal.
It is our top export.
That's amazing.
We are exporting almost double the amount of coal compared to anything else.
We have our point defense system set up.
Machine gewehrs.
I like the machine gewehr. What did the machine gun armament invention give us?
Extra defense.
Oh, it's just really good.
Yeah, it's just all around good. Getting the next weapons is always a good thing.
It's just we're never defending. Is the thing.
That's true.
When we're at war, The enemies tend to go around our armies. Oh,
Even
there's a
when-
mess in the Middle East.
Even when we're not the aggressor, we are the aggressor.
Yeah.
More.
New Zealand mine. That's also mine. Fiji is mine. A nice destination for the Emperor.
I need to take a fucking map and color in the areas that are Alba to so that we can see a
that'd be
whole map.
fun.
I think
Keep everything
all of
else
the
white.
world except for Alaska maybe is now
There was some
colonized.
islands in the
We-
Pacific near
Can we have that? Can we just have
east
that?
of where Taiwan is. There was some islands that looked like they were great. Oh no, that's Andalusia. Never mind.
Yeah. Andalusia and Sweden own all these islands in here.
What about any of those? Are there any islands like near?
I do like
Antarctica?
that there are
South
now
Ocean islands.
there are
Anywhere
only
around
3
there?
colonial powers.
Mm,
There's
no.
Alba, Sweden, and Andalusia. That's it.
Okay.
And Andalusia isn't real.
Yeah.
Mhm. They're fake.
They're a
What about
fucking
Christmas
decrepit
Island? Is that a
thing.
thing?
Hmm?
I think
Christmas
Andalusia
Island,
controls
is that a
Christmas
thing?
Island.
They
Christmas
still
Island?
have that?
That's
Okay.
over here.
Andalusian
Yeah.
Christmas. And there's Andalusian Christmas and Swedish Christmas. I saw that.
I hate it all.
How's Japan
the
doing?
Guangzhou is probably winning their war because
Liberation of Mingansu. Oh.
What?
Oh. China has no military. Even after we've left, they haven't even started recruiting again.
It's like we're done.
well, we're taking all their money.
Fair. And
They
we've
can't do
cut them down to size, so they probably can't.
There's
so,
nothing they can do.
Yeah. they're just-
Eventually, what if fucking Japan decides to invade
Yeah,
them and they have unlimited resources?
How's Japan doing? They still enormous.
Japan is an imperialist, and they've got a semi-constitutional monarchy. They're only a secondary power, though.
What's the population levels in Japan?
Well, let's just see.
Because population has a big thing it does. Okay, so
Actually, it's not that bad. They have more people down here in Korea than in any other province in Japan.
like I said, in Hearts of Iron, every 120,000 people in an area gives a factory slot.
Well, we
when
don't
we
have.
convert over.
We have a lot of people, but they're mostly in pockets. So as long as we keep those pockets, we're fine. It does seem like a lot of our people have just kind of spread out, though. We had, like,
Italy and Germany is our industrial heartland because of
Yeah.
all the populations. That's where most of our factories are going to be, is Germany.
yeah, and that is totally fine with me because we will also have all of the infrastructure and railroads in that whole area, so everything will work out.
Yeah, that was one thing. We need to make sure all the railroads are at their max level when we convert over, because that gives
The
us
money
more,
men, anytime they
infrastructure.
can upgrade a railroad, they'll automatically
Yeah.
do it, so we don't have to worry
Good.
about it.
Good.
And we're finding rubber more and
Rubber.
more now.
Is there anything we could be doing with the factories?
I just paid for like 75 factories to get upgraded.
Okay. Good.
We could start building some of our own, but I think we actually need to change back to the
More
reactionaries
rubber.
to do that. Civil violence, we'll get there.
Eventually.
We'll get there.
Someday.
I'm just gonna
We're
start.
under 50. We're under 50, everyone.
Professor criticizes voting system. A professor at
Fucking
one of our
shoot
most
him.
prestigious
It is very
universities is
voting is
published a
stupid.
tract on political philosophy. The tract argues in favor of a Jeffersonian method of appointing representatives to the upper house. We can either get prestige and take his idea and say we'll never do it, or we can try and actually implement it.
No, we will take the prestige and tell him that's nice.
That's nice, dear.
You're such a smart boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sons of Wallonian labor. You could. We can,
Wallonie is incredibly important. I know that.
we can either give consciousness to the
Wallonie is like-
laborers or the craftsmen and beat the others.
Carry a big stick.
We will
I think that's
beat
the
the
better- I think
laborers
that's the
and the
better
craftsmen. They will have our
Beat them.
support. We've also got staff command support. Cool. Factory throughput tech. That makes things faster and better. And tensions in Syria have gone down. Awesome.
Yeah.
How many
General Hood is
people want
down.
to fucking revolt? Different
Everyone. No one wants to be in the Empire anymore.
thing. It's actually not that bad.
Well, remember, we have other parts of the Empire. Are they wanting to revolt in Australia or anything?
Probably not.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah, we're actually not doing too bad. It's mostly just over here by Hungary.
Goddamn Hungarians.
And then a couple of factories just finished. Lazy natives. Who gives a hoot?
Organize the troops in the Middle East, because it's a mess.
Yeah. It's all infantry. Everyone meet in Suez. Meet at the canal.
Here we go. We've got electricity now.
Electricity.
Electricity.
I had to make that, and then I had to fucking upload that to the stupid whatever it is. Of course, I had to make a stupid fucking account to do that. Some other fucking account.
Mm-hmm.
Can I delete this now? Can I delete my account?
What'd you make it on?
The tenor
Oh.
thing.
Oh, you
The-
actually.
the GIF.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because I had to upload it somewhere. And that was the
Horrid.
thing that Discord uses.
Horrid. Everyone go there. Work smarter. Because you need to stop thinking.
Hey, they only have 18 hours. I mean, they're basically off most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
We allow them to sleep.
Sometimes. Other times we need emergency shifts.
Yeah. Obviously. And weekend shifts, of course.
Synchronized heavy support. At this point, artillery and divisional pieces trained not only to move the barrage for more flexible battlefield movement of the infantry, but also to optimize the fire and create killing zones.
Mm-hmm.
And flexible firepower. At this point, a tactical innovation and the development of both weaponry and defensive points allowed armies to build arching points of fire that could flexibly cover the terrain effectively. This application gives you the possibility to build a new fortification type. So we can upgrade any forts that we have.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
Gives a shit? Who gives a shit? And you go over there. More rubber. Now that we own Africa, we will own a lot of the rubber in the world, actually.
Yeah. There's Africa, and then there's Malaysia. Is conquering Malaysia an option? Are they one of those shithole countries where we can just walk in and take it?
Probably.
It'd be
No.
Malacca. Okay, goddammit. Never mind.
No.
Bo.
We can do it in the next game.
Yeah,
So-
we'll need to make sure our rubber supplies are as top as possible, so we probably will have to conquer Malacca.
There's no white space now. It's gone.
Mm-hmm. It's all gone. Except in Alaska. And up
Well,
that way.
now what am I supposed to do?
We have to sit here and just wait, okay? Oh, that's a lot of troops in one place. They're probably eating each other. They're Albans. They're probably eating each other. If you just leave
No.
Albans to sit idle, they'll start stabbing and eating and having sex.
Not only are they
Well-
Alban, but they're African Albans.
God knows what they're
Albanized
like.
Africans.
We corrected them as much as we could, sir, but there's only so much we could do.
They've gone Alban and very belligerent. And they've taken to the drink heavily.
Oh no, the flu
It's time
is
for
back.
a flu.
This is like the first flu we've had in like 30 years.
Fight the disease.
Yeah. Write it off.
For the next year, we'll lose people.
Boo.
We've learned hermeneutics.
I'm just watching the population growth that's going lower and lower as the days pass.
Hermeneutics is either a side branch or an evolution of phenomenology and stands for the interpretionist.
Interpretationist.
Interpressionist. Yes, view of reality, but its belonging is more clearer associated with idealism than realism. None of that made any sense to me.
I don't know what they were talking about.
Phenomenology. It's the thing.
I don't know what that is.
I guess.
It's a film with fucking John Travolta.
I'm sure that's one of those early like psychology things where it's like, oh, this is so basic, I don't even comprehend what you're talking about.
Oh, you mean
They
like
take-
that Freud
It's on
man?
such a
idea-
small level that like we're born beyond it at this point.
The idea of a man thinking about thoughts that are his.
Yes.
And it's like going on and on. It's like they contemplate the thoughts of the brain cells moving independently of each other. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, it's not that hard to think. Imagine telling that to a philosopher.
It's not that hard to think.
That's not
Conservative
that hard. It's very
3 has
easy.
been formed, and Conservative 2 is now
What
done.
is that? What is that? What do they
Well,
want?
if we
Well,
actually
it's the
had
one that's
names
in
for these
charge
parties,
now.
it would help
That's
us
changed.
understand. But you know,
Yeah.
Protectionist, interventionism.
I'll look up political parties on there and see if they like. I can see what they're called.
The only reason it
see
probably
anything
doesn't
different.
have a name is because of the whole thing.
The
with-
culture stuff.
yeah.
But maybe I can link the tags and try to Columbo my ass into figuring out which these parties they are.
I want extra work to happen before we get to Hearts of Iron. I will help with that if needed. Okay, I want that shit to be fixed.
I understand.
We can make it weird, but I want there to be words.
I understand.
It will be the Ajaj.
We
What
can
we
make them
have
with the
now-
Ajaj, but I would like them to be the Ajaj.
What we have now did take like 4 or 5 hours of work to
I know.
figure it out.
I know.
But
I'm aware.
I know more.
I'm just saying.
I know more now.
I'll fucking help, okay?
I'm not. Look, it's okay. I'm not criticizing or nothing. So this makes them work harder.
Oh, you're barely a fucking thing.
but
Where do you get off even existing?
this one gives them more consciousness, and this one gives them less. That's about the main difference.
This is in Germany and Hessen.
I think we should just let it run its course.
Just wash your hands, like fix it yourself, whatever. Don't talk
don't
to
give
me.
a shit.
Whatever,
Stop
whatever,
talking
whatever,
to me.
whatever.
Stop knocking on my fucking door.
I've got people
There's
who need
too many
machine
people
guns.
knocking on it.
What is this? What is this? The King of Badajoz rules over all the lands in the world with their same ethnicity, or so it seems. Perhaps in 10 years, Lisbon will become the capital of Spain.
Excuse
What
me.
is this?
Castile?
What is this? What happenings have occurred?
Some things have happened. Spain is reverting back to the Middle Ages.
Wait, what is this? Okay, there. I thought I saw communion. And I was,
It got scared.
Oh,
The Communion of Castile.
no.
but they're Carlists, so they're fucking monarchists. The correct.
So that means that Andalusia has now been snapped in half as well. What they hold left of Iberia.
Yep.
We can take
What
that
telephone
northern part whenever we
switchboard?
want. Just throwing it out there.
No, we can't because that'd put us over the 50. You're a liar.
I
You're a
just
liar.
said when we want. We don't have to.
No, I want it now, but we can't. So that's a lie. You're a liar. Machine
We found
Gewehr.
oil.
And
Okay.
and Przemysl, I think is how you pronounce that. It's in Poland.
We're gonna start finding more oil.
What if we made it a whole game without collapsing?
I know.
I would love that.
It's something that's so weird to
It's
me.
happened both previous games.
We'll do logistics.
There was like 3 occasions in Crusader Kings where it's like, it's over, it's done, we're done.
Yeah, everybody's like, we lost, it's over.
We've lost. The Empire is like literally we're at the tipping point. It's like within the next like 10 minutes, the Empire could turn into like 9 different countries. We just mentioned not breaking.
Oh.
Why does that keep happening?
Where's that? There was the Battle of Copenhagen.
Where's that?
The Jacobins.
Oh,
I saw the Battle of Copenhagen
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
There's a fleet. I think. Oh no, that's it. There's an island out there. I see. Oh, Britain. Oh, my heart. No.
It's okay. The Imperial Guard are still at home.
There was some revolt that happened in the capital. Even they like marched on the palace.
This was a big thing. This.
No.
I think you could call this Arjun Rebellion, maybe.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Look, all June rebellions get put down viciously. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
It's the rebellion that Les Mis is actually based off of. They got shot with cannons.
So
You know, in Russia,
Shut the fuck up.
there was a big revolt called the Decemberist Rebellion.
Well, it's
that
not
happened-
fucking December.
That happened in the 1880s.
Shut
And
up.
that revolt laid the foundations for other things that happened about 30 years later.
Stop speaking.
Well,
I don't like what you're saying, so stop saying
we
it.
don't have to worry about it if we kill all of the people who
I
are
want the
revolting.
messages to stop displaying on my fucking screen.
Man, we're having this huge revolt at the same time we have a massive flu epidemic going on.
Mm-hmm.
All these fucking
Maybe they can
super
just-
spreader
could
events.
Could they just fix themselves?
All these anti-mask protesters.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put them all down with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Târgoviște has oil. That's in Romania.
You mean in Alba?
Târgoviște, that's not in the Scary Enclave, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but is it?
No,
It's
it's over here.
Oh, I see. It's in that horrible place we have.
It's in Wallachia, or Wallachia, however you
Well, we
pronounce
now know that we cannot lose that because there's oil there.
it. We have to do something
Too
about
many messages.
the exclave that we have over here. Because
I don't know what to do about it. It's
How do
grown.
we
The
fix it?
rebels
Because
have grown. And
it is
huge
actually causing more rebels to happen.
How do we fix it?
size. We would
I
have
think
to
the only
invade
way-
Vladimir.
Yeah, I think that's the only way we could get to it.
Vladimir, fucking be
Oh.
cool.
Here's a fun thing. We can show off to the world now. We can do a world fair.
I will read. A delegation representing the leading commercial and manufacturing interests in our empire have proposed holding a colonial exposition in our capital. Holding such an event would provide an excellent opportunity to showcase the economic and cultural wealth of our colonies, could significantly help our exports by popularizing the goods produced in our empire, and further strengthen the support for our empire among our citizens at home. Should we provide support for the idea? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Spend
I have
$500 for a world fair? Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a question that I don't know if I want to know the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
This revolt that's happening,
Mm-hmm.
is this a Europe only situation?
Let's look. It seems to be.
Okay.
Okay.
I was concerned
Revolts
that
don't
the whole,
usually
I was
happen in
concerned the
colonies.
whole
That
empire
would
was
be
like that.
That would be frightening.
No, revolts usually don't happen in colonies.
That's good. That's good.
It is very Alban of us, where it's like the whole empire is like in revolt, and we're like, I'm on a funny train, I'm funding this funny like little amusement park.
I want the World Fair. I want the World Fair.
There's machete men all around the country, and we've hosted the World Fair.
Our empire and the world has come to our capital to celebrate this colonial exposition with pavilions from our various colonies and several different buildings and marvels, highlighting the importance of our economic and cultural mission to the visitors from both home and abroad.
A grand
I
display
think-
of the power and wealth of our empire.
I think Alba was really controlling over how people entered the country and saw things, so that they didn't see us some things.
Oh yeah, we had a specific route they took.
Yeah. And they weren't allowed to deviate from it.
No.
Why not just only have them on boats? You can't go.
You will get on the boat. You will
reach
come to the
Deloria.
capital and nowhere else.
You can't reach Deloria by
sweet
land.
Jesus.
Oh God!
Look at all these rebels we're slaughtering.
There's just so many more, though.
It's just there's so many.
But
There's
we
so
have many, many more. We have cannons. They don't.
Yeah,
They're bad. They're just peasants. Peasants with their daddy's guns.
Here's the problem.
I know,
we
but they
have a
they
flu
work in the
epidemic.
factories.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's like these are populous people of ours that are being massacred wholesale right
So you're
now.
saying they've given up their humanity to be rebels?
No, and I'm normally fine with dealing with that, but the scale of them I feel is a bit impactful.
It is. It scares me because if it gets bigger, they'll scare me more, and I don't like that.
Well,
There are some provinces in the Empire that are not exactly ours
Oh,
right
we're
now.
pockmarked.
I know we have the pox, the Empire's pox.
it's a pox that the empires had before, and we'll fight it again. Civil violence.
Eventually.
God, we gotta get the
Cottage
FP down so the
industries.
consciousness can go down.
Stop
They
thinking.
need to stop.
Oh, consciousness shot up. It's at 3.6 now.
Oh, goddamn.
Probably because of the Jacobin revolt.
Yeah.
Well, now we're viciously murdering people in the streets,
Mm-hmm.
and people are hearing of that. And instead of suppressing them, it's making them more.
The
And also
issue has been the flu.
The flu.
And
They're like,
fucking
oh, what are we
flu.
doing about it? And it's like, I'm trying.
The flu has been the main thing.
If you shut the fuck up, I could do more.
Bismarck has resigned.
Oh no.
Castile expands.
Maybe Bismarck was a member of our government.
I would imagine so. Where else could he go?
He's a Frenchman.
Oh, God. That would be a world. The Iron Chancellor rules alongside fucking... Who was the last French king? Was it Louis the 14th or something?
16th. Well, no, not even 16th, because after
We have
him, there's a
machine
couple
guns!
of-
Point them at the
there's a couple
fucking
more
civilians.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
We need to turn the Maxim guns on our civilian populace now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess let's make the clergymen have consciousness so they'll teach the lower ones, the lesser ones, that they need to not obey their emperor. Italy's turning bad. There are whole swaths of Italy we don't rule. We've lost Sicily.
No.
Our men are
Sicily's
going.
Sicily's in foreign occupation, essentially.
We've got men handling it. Who do we shit on? Middle or upper?
I'm tired of it. Aristocrats. Fuck the aristocrats. Fuck the aristocrats.
Fuck the aristocrats.
How's that Greece going? Do we still control Greece?
Mm-hmm. Do we?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's all the troops that were
It's pretty
stationed to deal
clean.
with the NAM droids down there all dealt with that.
Being able to tell the men to just go kill is a lot easier in this game than it was in EU4. Because they actually just go kill.
Yeah.
They
Imagine if you had to
prioritize...
imagine if you had to personally direct every single one of these.
There'd be a lot of pausing.
I'd kill myself.
Who gives a fuck about them? Who even is the Zambezi?
I know I'm not no Zambezi.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've heard the name Zambezi before. I think I know where that is. I think it's in Southeast Africa.
Zambezi the Magnificent.
I don't remember where I heard about the Zambezi.
Southeast Africa, you might be thinking Zimbabwe.
No, I remember the Zambezi being talked about at one point. I think it's near fucking Mombasa.
Combat loss evaluation schemata. By counting losses on both sides and turning the figures into a matrix, it's possible to estimate losses in an upcoming combat in advance. We can predict if we're gonna win.
Oh my god.
And look at all these dead... I hesitate to say people.
They've been working in the factories.
Oh, I know why I know
And they left
Zambezi
the
now.
factories.
Zambezi is a river, and it's in Mozambique, and it was important in World War II. That's why I know
There you
it.
go.
I
There you
see.
go.
It was important in the early bits when the British and Italians were fighting each other.
Londonderry. I
And
love
we've
that
got
name,
military
Londonderry.
logistics.
Yay.
I think artillery. Steel breech-loaded artillery.
Artillery.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good.
Now we turn our cannons upon the civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy natives.
Is there a text we can get that'll make the populace calm down?
No.
They're about to be at 4 consciousness and 4 militancy. I'm scared, I'm frightened.
Actually, I think the best thing we could do would be to start trying to go for...
Plus, if the economy crashed.
Mass politics. Because the police state,
Is that how we spread lies?
I believe...
We can allow the discovery of the police state.
Maybe we do need to have police state.
It's something
It's
along those
time
lines.
for this to be over.
And yeah, the economy is down a little bit, but I think that's just because people are scared of the machete men roaming.
And the flu. And so
And
everyone's
the
just
flu.
staying at home.
But I think the flu might be wrapped up now, yeah.
Mm.
But we do need that infamy to go down.
Well, I
Otherwise,
was about to say, I think realistically, my original projections for the infamy score need to be even farther now. Because the reason we want the infamy to go down is to make our consciousness go down, but our consciousness spiked.
Yeah, because of the flu.
Yeah. Because I was
So-
anticipating it to get to 3, and now it's almost at
It's-
4.
It's a bit more.
I just went ahead and
Because
shit
the
on the
flu.
aristocrats.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fuck them.
They're bastards. They can intervene eventually.
All right, now the military. Oh, there's a couple of islands that are still fucked. There's Heligoland Bight,
Yeah.
off the coast of Denmark. There's some Baltic islands that need to be dealt with.
Turn down the speed a little bit now.
Yeah, there's Heligoland Bight, and then there's some Baltic islands that need to be resolved.
You get on the boat. It'll take a less time for the boat to get over there than you to go to the boat. So you will go here and kill them. Then
And
we will go
the
to
12
Heligoland Bight.
Yeah, get that.
The Isle of
Sweep
Man
it
looks
away.
clear, actually. The Channel Islands are clear. What about down
Is
this
any-
way?
Anything else
I see.
that our eyes miss?
I think some of our
Cyprus.
Jacobins fled the country and went into fucking Hungary.
Good. They can have them.
Yeah, we lost the entire island of Cyprus.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the actual fleet. Where'd all those transports go? Are they down in Africa? I think they are.
Oh.
Maybe they're in China. We have a bunch of
ah,
troops in Madagascar as well.
in Australia. Where the fuck is this fleet?
You should probably name the fleets again so that they could be easily
Oh,
found.
and they're in this side of Africa.
Mm.
So how about we send you up here? You go there.
I'm glad we have that.
Mm-hmm. At no point in Victoria have we not had the Suez Canal, because it was made decades before Victoria begins.
We demanded.
We knew it'd come in use, and now we have territories way on that side of the water.
We do have some random African peasants that we did give guns. So
We have
gotta-
loads of troops in Madagascar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that wasn't how I wanted to do that. We'll do it this way. Am I deselect? There we go. You will go to Mombasa.
And that might be so much men they might start eating each other.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are going there should be fine. I moved the big army. These guys should be able to make it. And you guys are going to... Are we still doing a man crop?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. They're all out. That's a big ol' army. You get up there. And the Battle of Gotland. Now go to Helgoland Bight. Tensions in Thessalia. Goddamn Greeks. You're not gonna be independent. You don't even know how to do independence yet.
You don't even know what that is.
You've never been independent in the entirety of the time Alba has existed. So what makes you think you can do it now? Oh, it's about time we start rapping.
Oh my god.
Kill him.
What have we done? Like 10 years? We actually got a lot done.
Yeah. We haven't
About
collapsed.
10 years.
We haven't collapsed, and we've
Took over
expanded.
more of Australia. We had some humiliation wars against some people. Took over the Spice Islands. The first Alban troops landed in China.
I really want to fix that nasty blot over there. hidden
The
in
Aboriginal
Hungary.
land in Australia and all that.
The Aborigines and all. No, that.
Oh, that. We'll have to go war with a whole great power
I know.
for that.
That is
And
an
we
infected
can, but we
pustule
must,
that we
but
have
it's
to
disgusting,
get rid
yeah.
of. Or
We have to fucking lance it.
Or, and hear me out.
If we release a territory, it will reduce our infamy, by the way.
Ooh.
What if we reduced? What if we just gave Moldavia their independence?
I mean, we could.
Mm,
It's a lost country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't. Ain't like we're getting anything from it.
Yeah.
Shall we be
might do
kind?
that.
I think releasing nations reduces our infamy by 5 points.
Ooh.
It is, in
that'd
fact,
be really
a thing
nice.
I have never done in the entirety of my time playing this game.
What if we gave?
And,
what if
and
we
you have
told,
many hours in this.
What if we told Moldavia, right? You could be a real country. When we do that, like all the Balkans go with them, and it's like a new country.
I'd scream.
And it has a big text on it that says Moldavia.
I would scream and scream.
Can you save before you do that?
Well, I'm about to wrap it. I don't even know how to release them.
I don't even know where that button is.
I don't. It's one of them. It's one of them secrets that you dig through and find every once in a while.
Yeah, I know that releasing a nation gives you 5, reduces your infamy by 5.
I mean, we would really like to reduce it by 5.
And that
That'd be
infamy
real
being
good.
that low would allow us to go to war with someone again.
Mm-hmm.
I do like war.
It hurts, but I think I might be okay with it.
Add it to the list of fucked up countries in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
In order to win Hearts of Iron, all we need is to get the entire world in our sphere of influence. We don't have to conquer everything. We just have to dominate
I'd like to.
everything.
I'd really like to, though.
Well, we do plan on conquering a lot in Hearts of Iron.
Which, of course, we should.
Yeah.
But we don't have to take everything. We can just rule people by proxy.
I do want every inch of France to be.
Oh, that's
ours.
mine.
Well, France will be the big tank push.
I want them to. I want the vacuum cleaner to come in and make them no more.
I feel like we should test our military capabilities on France when we get that opportunity to see what we can really do.
Before we bring it to the rest of the
We'll
world.
do that, and then France will be like, oh god, oh god, oh god, and they'll have a system of alliances, and then the Great War will begin.
Well, if that's how it happens,
Yeah.
we'll just have to
will
be
happen.
prepared.
That's when we tell the Paradox Games, like, you know what? We're gonna go to war with everyone. Fuck it. We've been skirting around this for centuries.
He's like, fine, I'm ready.
It's time for Alba to take her place.
I have flamethrowers and tanks and gas.
Flamethrower tanks are a thing that you can, in fact, build in Hearts of Iron.
Ooh.
They are a support company that you can add to infantry regiments or to tank regiments, whichever one you would prefer. And they're really nice to have because they burn down any kind of bad terrain in their way, especially if you got forest or trees.
Nice.
So we can do the Alba
British.
Scorched Earth.
British tank crewmen who had on flamethrower tanks in World War II had to be given danger pay because the Germans would execute any crewman of a flamethrower tank on site if they were captured.
Well, you are condemning someone to die one of the worst deaths possible by covering.
The Germans are like, no, and they will fucking just shoot you.
Look, we had to use them for the Japanese, okay? They weren't gonna surrender otherwise.
The
Exactly.
British are like, no, this is for Germans only.
This is for Jerry.
This is for making those smoked sausages.
And then the Americans start playing Fortunate Son 30 years too early. But if you like our witty banter and our fun historicalisms, you can feel free to drop us a like or give us a follow on YouTube or on the Discord if you're a fan of Discord. Or not Discord, it's Twitch. That's the thing we're streaming on.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it's called, you can like us on there and you can give us presents. I'll fucking shit on you, mains. I will shit on you, on your hair, and rub it all in.
Facebook anyway.
That's true. Paradox will be bought by Microsoft by the year 2030, and yeah, everyone will have their Amazon microchip, and it will link up to their Neuralink, which is how you will be able to access your Bitcoin wallet, and that is the only currency that we will have in the future.
I like that. I like that Andalusia can barely fit in Andalusia anymore.
Yeah, that makes me happy.
About to push it right out.
There's a lot of places that have the name Andalusia attached to it, but there's a lot of places that we don't acknowledge as Andalusia.
Oh.
Well, for some reason, the rest of the world does, so we have to fucking tell them it doesn't belong to them.
They do in spite of us. They know
Against
that we would
our wishes.
love. We know that it would only benefit us if we were given free reign. So they're like, no, you must maintain order.
No, we are order. We have a whole thing for that. But yeah, if you like it, give us a like. If you want to see more, give us a follow. And we do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Give or take, a couple of minutes sometimes. Besides that, I ain't got nothing left for these hacks, for these bozos.
Go home.
Go home. Get out of my computer.
Out of this house. Out of this house.